Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the What's Good podcast, joined by Simon and Randy.
No, this is actually a jubilation, because I wasn't here last week.
Jubilate? Yes, you were not here.
So technically there is a guest.
Yeah, well, I'm the new host, and my guest today is Simon.
I want to say, shut up. I want to say, you smashed it.
Thank you. You doubted me.
I didn't. Yeah, I did a little bit.
Yeah. No.
I didn't doubt you.
Yeah.
Just doubt the concept, not with you, just in general.
No,
a one-person podcast.
I know what you mean. So I put in the chat, I was like, I'll just do it on my own if we can't find someone. And Simon was like, oh, bro, you can't do it on your own. But he didn't mean like you can't do it. He meant like surely someone can't do a podcast on their own.
Well, what I really meant was, if roles are reversed, I'm not doing it. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I don't expect you to do it, and I don't expect you to like. I mean, I was happy with it's my fault if we miss a week. Like, I'm sorry, but that's like I can't.
No, but you were feeling bad. I was like, you don't feel bad for being ill. Like,
I was literally bedbound.
Yeah, well,
like,
you were ill on Tuesday as well, weren't you?
The thing is, we had Sidemen filming on the Monday.
Yeah.
I felt really bad because like I was genuinely bedbound the whole of Sunday. I moved once and it was to the couch.
Yeah.
And then I moved back and that was it. And then Monday we had Sidemen filming and I literally, before I went out, just dosed up on everything.
Yeah.
Made it to the filming and like between shots, I just started lying on the floor a bit. Started just randomly going, ah!
Yeah. And
then back to Tuesday and I was done.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was.
But I was like, for a Simon shoot on Monday, like you had to be there because you missed some with COVID obviously before. So I was like, you have to make that one.
Yeah.
So you got to pull out all the stops.
And it was the first one with all of us.
Yeah.
In.
Imagine then like the first one you're all in and you're not there.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, because then Tuesday I had sidecast.
Yeah.
Didn't go.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna have our troops meal.
Yep.
And I had already said I can't. Like, I just can't go.
I've got a problem with that, by the way.
Oh no.
And I mentioned it to Freezy and I think Harry because we were doing the video with Freezy that's coming out soon.
Yeah, I was meant to be in that as well.
It was good in the end. Well, no, sorry, it was always good. I'm not saying in the end it was good.
Gonna stink at the start.
We'll talk about that when it comes out. But the meal, I thought the plan with the meals were we book them, and if people can't make it,
that was
some people will still go.
That was
because me and Harry and Freeze we could have just still gone.
I said like I didn't want you guys to cancel it because of me.
Yeah.
But then Toby was also ill.
Bro, how quickly did that go? Like I'm not going.
Yeah. So
I
basically,
feel like people were waiting for someone to cancel it because they didn't want to go.
Well, but to be fair. So we were meant to go for dinner at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And it was the day of the strikes.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You guys wouldn't have made it.
We would have made it because we were already out.
Yeah, but you would have had to go straight from the shoot.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, for 6 p.m. Yeah, maybe
like, for example,
right.
I wasn't... if I'd come to that shoot, I was planning on coming home before going to the meal.
Yeah.
So, I would have woken up, we had a Zoom call with a Side Plus winner.
Oh, nice.
Like 10 a.m.
That's sick, yeah.
Then I would have had Sidecast at 12.
Yeah.
Then I would have gone straight from Sidecast to Freezy's filming. Finished that at like 5. Had to get to the restaurant at 6. And then stay out all night.
Yeah.
And I felt like shit.
Yeah.
But there was the strike, so traffic took.
Yeah, you can't really believe how much the tube strike impacted the city.
Yeah.
So obviously, like usually traffic's not too... Well, traffic's bad. It's kind of bad in London as it is. But then when the tubes are gone... Like, the tubes... being broken just ruins the city. I couldn't understand how bad it was.
Yeah.
Even I was out, so we went out to just watch football and have some drinks that night instead of going to the meal and that. And I got my phone died, so I got the overground back to my place. And long story short, because of the tube strike, I didn't realize this. It went over my flat. Like my stop, it didn't stop there because there's no tube there. So I'm on the tube. And I'm like kind of drunk. And I'm like looking at the sign, stand up when the train's gonna slow down. It just doesn't slow down. And I'm like looking around. I'm panicking. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. My phone's dead. I thought I was gone, but no. Yeah, and then it happened again on Thursday.
Yeah.
As well, when something happened on Thursday as well. I can't remember what that was, but another traveling thing happened then.
Did we do anything on Thursday?
Oh no, we did a poker night.
Oh.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good. It was really good, but I lost my money.
Oh.
Do you know Elliot Hackney?
I do.
Yeah, I didn't know how like good he was. But obviously
I had no idea.
But he produces the True Geordie. He's like he runs the True Geordie like production. So obviously he's there watching every showdown they do with the poker. So like literally like 4 hands in, I do what I always do. I always just push someone loads. So I just put like a lot of money all in. It wasn't all in. It's just a lot of money. I had nothing. I was bluffing, but I chose him to do it on. So he just called it and beat me, and I was like. And later on, I kept seeing how good he was. I was like, I've made a massive mistake here.
how much did everyone put in?
500 each. 500 each, yeah.
And how many were there?
I think 8. And there's a dealer, so he got paid, obviously. There's a dealer. So he won, I can't do the math, but he won some, like 3 or 4 grand. Yeah, wow.
Damn. Wow. I'll be a dealer.
Yeah. You don't like playing poker, do you?
I do. You know what? I actually do like playing poker.
Yeah.
I hate how people are when they play poker.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, if I'm going to go play poker, the way that... So there was a poker night once at ours.
Yep.
And I was completely like... I was an outside perspective because I wasn't playing. I was just sat dealing.
Well, you wouldn't go, would you, to a poker night? Because it was at your flat, you were just there. So you're not just going to sit in your room.
Yeah. And everyone's just sat outside. And I was just like, yeah, I'll come out. And then they were kind of like, oh, yeah, we have to take turns dealing. And I was like, fuck it, I'll deal.
Yeah.
Being an outside perspective, you guys are some of the most boring poker players I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. It's different
People
now,
sit... You're all mates. You're all very good mates.
Yeah.
Everyone sits in silence. And then afterwards, I went, no one's talking. They went, oh, we are. We're just playing the game.
No.
I went, no, you think you're talking because you're playing the game.
Yeah.
Everyone is sat in silence. JJ turned up in glasses, like dark glasses inside.
This
Headphones. Headphones in our flat.
This night was funny because Chip was just on it all night. He was just literally the entertainment for the entire table. JJ did turn up in glasses again this time, but he made a mistake. The glasses were reflective. Freezy was like, bro, you know I can see your cards, right? And then he bought, we can't, but he bought it and took his glasses off.
Oh my god!
And then put it back on later. But I had JJ on strings the whole night.
Really?
I was just every hand I would beat him. Yeah.
Who went out first?
Who went out first? I think Harry actually. Yeah. I was close, because I went all in on like the third, fourth hand, and I was really scraping it back. I did well, and then Vic destroyed me on one hand. But it's actually pretty good, to be fair. But everyone's better now, though. You know, because Freezy and Chip went to the World Series, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's what Chip kept saying. That's the World Series effect, baby. That's day 3, baby.
The thing is, like, so Elliot Hackney was too good.
I wouldn't say he's too good, but like compared to everyone else, he was too good. Yeah.
So I feel like next time you do it, he's just not going to get invited back.
I think it's probably...
And then then the next person, say Freezy, is then going to just win everything.
Because he's the most skilled after that, say. Yeah.
And then everyone... You're not going to get rid of Freezy because he's going to organise the night.
Yeah.
And then he's just going to keep winning the thing, and it'll slowly be a thing of like, okay, am I actually going to pay £500 to just hang out with my mates?
But I think, I know. But I think the Elliot Hackney thing, so he said to me, if I actually went all in on my hand, I would have got him. But I literally had like nothing left. I could have easily gone all in. I should have gone all in. Because if you went out, you get money back. I think after an hour, everyone gets like a influx of cash.
Okay.
And if you go out, you get that influx straight away. So you're not like if you're not sat there doing nothing, you know, for a night with your friends and shit. So, but I think I don't think Elliot's untouchable. Like, you know, the right hand, you could get him. Because in poker, there's the stupid players sometimes do well because they play stupid hands.
That's JJ.
Yeah. That's why I knew. That's why I was like, I know you're just chatting shit.
Yeah. Well, when we did our, we had those poker videos we did on More Side.
Yeah.
And the first time we did it, we pplayed against Spraggy, who is like a professional poker player. Yeah. Like, he's sick. Like, you watch him on Twitch and he's winning like 3 tournaments at the same time.
Yeah, I've always been astonished by people who do that on poker. They sit there with like 8 windows open.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
That's what he does. He literally has multiple tabs open, and he'll just click on one and he'll be like, okay, cool. This is this. Yeah. Cool. This is this. And then he'll go back to the first one, then he'll read chat a little bit.
Yeah.
But the first time we played, I think JJ was the only one that beat Spraggy, and it's because he's so erratic.
Yeah.
That he'll just go, oh yeah, I've got a 2 and a 4 all in. And Spraggy just thinks, I don't know what, I can't go all in against this.
Yes.
So then sometimes he wins it.
That was my strategy. Like, because Elliot was saying, what do you have? Like, what do you have? And I was like, oh.
You'll have to
and then in my head I was like, damn, I don't have anything. And also, you know, I don't like looking at your cards a lot. I feel like when you keep looking at your cards, it shows like you're nervous.
Yeah.
So sometimes I forget what I've got. So I thought that time when I thought I had a bet. He still beat me, but I thought what I had was better than what I had. I was like a king and a 6 or something. I had like a king and an 8. I was like, it doesn't even match up. But I agree with you what you say. But I also think because you put the money in, and then it's like you put the money in, then it's less gambling at that point because you've all like. I'd hate it if it was gambling with money, if that made sense. Yeah. Like, you know, if we all had like, if our chips actually meant money, then I'd be like,
well, they do.
Nah, but like, they do, but like, yeah, they do.
You know what I found amazing about doing that video with Spraggy though? So we played like a 2-round thing, and you could tell Spraggy was having fun.
Yeah.
I won the first round.
Oh shit.
But you could tell he wasn't trying.
Yeah.
And then the second round, he said like, okay, now my kind of career's on the line. I'm a try.
Yeah.
And he just beat us easily.
Okay.
Like so easily.
Yeah.
The first one was genuinely like, he didn't win because
he's just messing around.
Yeah.
Making a video.
Yeah. And he was also trying to figure out how to play against dumb people.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he figured it out, he just went, yeah, cool, done.
I do like the game of poker though. It's very fun.
I love it, but like that for example was very like everyone was just taking the piss.
Yeah.
Like someone, so you can throw emotes at each other and stuff like that. So when, you know, someone did something stupid, we were just throwing emotes and laughing at them.
Yeah.
Whereas I felt like the poker night, I've only seen one, so I can't judge them all, but I only saw one and it was very...
I can't remember that one that too specifically enough to comment on it, but I know that I won the first ever one we did, right? And the pot was like 300 quid.
Yeah,
everyone put like
the
25
next
quid.
one.
Next time, JJ won like 3 grand. I'm like, what, man? I would have loved to have won 3 grand. But I think what I meant about the putting £500 is right is because I've played poker with people before where you do it for fun and it's rubbish.
Yeah.
Because there's no stake, right? So I feel like putting a little bit in, you know, I was like, it pays for the night in a way, like dealer or whatever, drinks and stuff. But I don't know.
I think it's not the money side. It's more we have a very competitive friendship group.
We do.
So everyone immediately wants to, like, they have to do well.
Yeah.
Was Harry fuming when he went out?
Nah.
Was he not? Or does he know he's not great at poker then?
What was good about that night was that because we had a proper dealer, the blinds were going up really, really quick.
Okay.
So mistakes we made in the past was it does get really boring because we just don't put them up quick enough. So you end up with like 2 people towards the end who've got just so much money, and there's no you can just fold. So because and also I think certain people were drinking, so like people stopped caring about the game as much, and then they were just like having a good time. So people were just all in really easily. I think Harry he knew he was out, so he went out. Vic did really well actually, but yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I see what you mean though. People just take it seriously.
Yeah.
I don't take it seriously ever. I'm just there to chip my money in and go all in. If you win, you win. But no, I think that's what we did on Thursday. And again, the true strikes were gone then. I was late for it. But
yeah. Then I'm trying to remember what. So that was Thursday, Friday, nothing happened, and then Saturday we had the boxing.
Yeah, Saturday was the boxing. So let's go straight on to the. Obviously, we were.
Well, no, actually, sorry. Before that,
yeah.
While I was ill.
Yes, yeah.
I watched the Kanye documentary.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that first because I feel like the boxing is going to be the majority of this.
Yeah, we've got a lot to say on the boxing because, oh my God, what a night. Even, we'll get onto it in a second, but just to give you a spoiler on what's to come for viewer attention and all that. Even Nick and John have been asking us questions, and all of our perspectives are different. So there's a lot to answer and a lot to talk about. But anyway, yeah. Kanye documentary. So I actually put off watching it for so long, you know. Because I'm a big Kanye fan. People know I'm a Kanye fan. And they were like, oh, what do you think of the documentary? I haven't seen it. Then episode 2 came out. Oh, what do you think? Have you seen it yet? I haven't seen it. And then, obviously, only now, when we were going to talk about it on the podcast, I was like, let me watch it. And I'll tell you why I was not happy to watch it or not excited to watch it. It's because I feel like, and I'm wrong here, by the way, but it's my own little feeling. When I first started making music, I was watching, not this documentary, obviously, because it wasn't out, but clips from the documentary. Because the clips in the documentary have been out for a while.
Yeah.
Here or there. Or from that era as well. You know, even the Through the Wire video obviously was shot from it, wasn't it? So I've known what Kanye was like back then, and I've always been a big fan of him. So I didn't want to share my kind of memories as a kid of watching Kanye and being inspired by him with everyone else. You know, I was like, you lot don't deserve this version of Kanye, man. This is Netflix. It's so accessible for you guys. I was scrolling through YouTube in like 2006, man, looking at Kanye making beats. And I was also scared that they were gonna I was just scared that it was going to make me not like him. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I've got my own like idea of Kanye. I don't want him to ruin it. But it was actually really good. I really enjoyed it.
I liked him more by watching it.
Yeah, I think that was the goal of the. So I guess for some clarification, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. But if you haven't seen it, a quick synopsis here. Essentially, it's a video, or it says like a 3-part documentary of Kanye, and it was shot by one of his friends from the start. So he was an interviewer, he was a comedian. It's a guy called Kudi. Yeah, Kudi. And he would like follow Kanye and just literally shoot a documentary back then, but it never got posted. It never got, publicized. I think in the documentary, Kanye says he doesn't want people to know the real him because he's now trying to be a character, trying to be an act. So they didn't edit it before time. So essentially, it's a lot of this footage surfacing now, and because obviously Kanye's had, he's controversial, isn't he? He's, obviously it's had his bipolar episodes that he's said he's had, and he's just always in the media for something crazy these days. So I think they wanted to put it out. And his friend really cares about him, right? They wanted to put him out to show like this is what Kanye is, and also you kind of can see how he got to where he is now. Like he went from this really innocent guy who's just really like happy and motivated about himself to this crazy person now. But I don't think he is crazy. I think he's just like.
I mean, he's a little bit crazy now.
He says crazy things. I don't think. I don't think necessarily like.
Have you seen the latest video?
I saw that. Yeah, the decapitation thingy.
Yeah. It is a little bit.
But I think that. Yeah, no, it's just different to what most. I don't think he's like, because there are people out there doing crazy things. There are people out there doing crazy things. Like, I mean, look at the war. People are doing mental things.
Yeah.
And Kanye is very outspoken, says things that are against like the
norm.
The norm, yeah. But makes you think about something. That's what art kind of is. Like, art's not necessarily something that is nice. It could be like there's a lot of art pieces, especially in music, where there's like the chords don't go together. It's not in key, but it's like, how does it make you feel? I think he's just got a lot of, he says the wrong things at the wrong time, but I think deep down he does it for a reason. Do you know what I mean? He's got a reason why he says these things and why he does these things. And obviously, if it is bipolar episodes, then that is not even that's a what do you call it? That's your health, right? That's not your fault. you've got health issues.
So Netflix acquired the documentary for around $30 million. Damn.
Bro, if we on this podcast sound like we're a bit distracted right now, what is this fucking thing?
There's like a drill behind us or something. But
it's like a big like lorry, right?
Yeah.
It's just putting me off.
It'll go in a sec.
It'll go, yeah.
I hate saying it because it's like always really cliche, but when he always says certain quotes in that documentary.
Yeah.
That I end up thinking, I think, wow, like that was actually a sick quote.
Yeah.
And then I think, wow, I'm such a douchebag for listening to a quote and being like, Kanye said this.
Yeah, I feel like that sometimes as well. But it's because all those like idiots on Instagram doing like the entrepreneur every quote a day make it cringe, don't they? They make motivational stuff cringe. So when you have that feeling when you're like, I'm really inspired right now, you think, it's cringe. Yeah. But it's good to be inspired, It's really good. I've been making music after that documentary. That's what I was worried about. I was worried about watching this and then wanting to have to go make music again. And I was like, no. And I was like, I'm nervous about making music again, blah, blah, blah. But no, I've been making music since that. But yeah, it's sick when you see Kanye, like, you just see him like start to like freestyle a bit.
Yeah.
And he's like really enjoying himself. There was a clip at the end, when he was in, obviously spoilers here, he's in like Dominican Republic and he was...
I mean, you know who Kanye is, so it's not really a spoiler.
Yeah, true,
like,
true.
He exists now.
Yeah. When he was in, it was the third episode, so it's like now-ish. I think it was like a few years ago, but not this era. And he was with Rhymefest, and they were like writing some music in like a kitchen, like an outdoor like garden area.
Yes,
yeah. And he just starts. He's got.
So
a
he's
mic.
wearing like the body armor thing.
Yeah, he's wearing the bulletproof vest. And he's got the mic, and he's just like reading his phone. And it's really nice because he's like rapping the lyrics. I'm not sure if he's written them or not. Probably not. But he's like really getting into it.
Yeah.
And you still see like he still loves like just creating stuff in the music, but. The documentary was really good. It was very like the first two episodes were very all college dropout because that was what the documentary was for. It was for that era of Kanye, and then obviously him and his friend kind of separated a bit. It was not nice seeing Kanye get his name wrong, was it?
No.
When he was chatting, it was in Chike because Chike's the guy who co-directed it. He used to make the videos with Kudi, but he was drunk, but it's still not nice. And you could tell the guy Kudi was really upset about that.
Yeah.
Because it's always the way, man. Like you're with someone, aren't you, from the start? You've got the team around you, and then when you get big, like Kanye was winning Grammys, like it's very easy to just distance yourself from the people who got you to where you were now, and then you get taken in by the executives, right? They're like, now people who didn't give you the chance now want to talk to you. Yeah. And if you're the artist, you're like, well, cool, man. That's what I always wanted.
I found it really weird though. So obviously, when he was trying to sign to Rockefeller, there's a bit where he goes in the studio with Jay-Z, and he goes like, "Oh, let me just prove to you I can rap."
Yeah,
does it? Jay-Z's like, "Yeah, you're sick. Like, jump on the song."
Yeah.
He's on the song, and Jay-Z says, he literally says, like, "Oh, if you hadn't said anything, you wouldn't have got it."
Yeah.
But then afterwards, he doesn't get signed. Like,
no.
For a while, anyway.
Yeah, so it's because Dame Dash, Jay-Z now, obviously, is Rock Nation. But back then, Jay-Z wasn't necessarily the top dog of Rockefeller. Yeah. So he was, in terms of, like, the artist, he, like, runs it because he is, he's the biggest artist on there. but he wasn't the guy necessarily who's making the decisions. And you got to remember, like, it wasn't necessarily Jay-Z and Kanye were as tight as they would go on to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're Jay-Z, you're in the studio with a producer who made your beat. Oh, yeah, he's got a sick verse. Put him on the track. Why not? Easy claps. Done. Tomorrow, you're busy doing what else you're doing. You're doing the tour. You know, you don't care. And the documentary really shows at that time, which is what it was. This is why Kanye changed music. Like, you wouldn't have any of the artists you have now if it wasn't for Kanye, because at the time, it was all, you know, girls, guns, violence, drugs. It still is often a lot of that stuff in rap, but Kanye was just so different because you remember back then, no? It was like not even Jay-Z or like 50 Cent, etc. It was like well, you saw the artist in there. I can't even remember his name, but like they were wearing baggy clothes. You know, it's very like very rap. Whereas Kanye came there like with these soulful beats, and he wasn't talking about any of that stuff, and it was changing the game really. But no one's gonna give you a chance like that. If you know that what's gonna bang right now that's like YouTube, right? If you know that, say, I don't know, Football Challenge is gonna bang or Trance to Laugh's gonna bang, you wouldn't do like, you know, a documentary that's good because you know it's gonna flop, you know. So these executives thinking, Kanye, talented guy, but that's not what sells right now. You know, he got to kill someone to sell, so that's kind of why he's gonna break him through there. But yeah, it took him a while to get recognized as a rapper.
I just love the whole thing of him walking through, where he's like walking office to office, going like, "Let me play you my song," and the amount of them that just they don't care. They don't care. No, he's playing a song, and he's just like, "Yeah." Yeah. And he's feeling it so much, and it just cuts to them, and like this part where obviously he's getting gassed over his song, and the woman that's there is literally just like, how do I get out of this?
Yes, because you have to remember, I think what's not necessarily that clear in the documentary, or maybe what a lot of people wouldn't consider when they're watching it themselves, is that at this point here, Kanye is still massively successful. Yeah, because I think a lot of people I've spoke to about it think, oh man, look where he started. But I'm like, it's not like
here he's making
he's making a lot of money from beats right here. Yeah. You know, he's producing half the beats on the Blueprint for Jay-Z, so that's why these were tolerating him. You know, because obviously like he
would be kicked out. Instantly.
It says Kanye.
You can't just bum rush an office.
No, you can't. Yeah,
that's not how it works.
Yeah, but they just treat him as a producer. But you have to say fair play to Kanye, and this is what really inspires me about it, because he knows he's good, but it's not enough, is it? Like, this is where I fail a lot in my music. I know I'm good, but I'm not going to be the person to be like, listen to me, man. Like, you know, if we're out in a circle, I'm not going to be like, oh, check me out. Where he'll start rapping in front of you.
I remember the mukbang, you going like, yo, let me play my new song.
Yes, yeah. When I've had a bit to drink, I like playing people music, but I don't like actually performing it, say. Yeah. And I don't like taking the opportunities either, because I'm too humble in my sense, you know. And that's not a good thing. You know, I'm like, oh, I don't need to prove myself to anyone. But like, you really do, because as you say, if Kanye wasn't rapping towards Jay-Z there, he wouldn't have got anywhere. Like Pharrell, he's looking around the whole office for Pharrell just to play this song. And if you don't persevere, you ain't gonna get anywhere. You know, you can't. No one's gonna give you a chance unless you make it for yourself. So, yeah, half of the challenge for him is actually getting himself heard, and he was sick, obviously. I mean, the College Dropout won a Grammy, and he was making that before he got signed. Really, like he was making it himself. You know, that's what I've been a big fan of College Dropout, the album, but I've never really considered the fact that he was making that on his own back a lot of the time. So he had the deal, then they didn't put him on, they didn't release it.
Like studio time that he had to borrow from other people.
Yeah, he was just going to people's studios really and just steal their time. You know, it's kind of crazy, really. I wish that the documentary showed more about him making music. If you think back to it, it didn't show you him making anything. It just showed you playing the music.
Yeah,
I'm like, I want to see you making it, bro.
Yeah, it didn't show much. It showed like a little thing of him being one of the first people to take a singer with him, kind of thing. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, I've got a vocalist, so whatever I want, it's not a sample. Yeah. I have my own stuff. That's really sick. Which is sick.
Yeah, and he's obviously rapping a lot, but I want to see him you work on the beats and stuff. Yeah. I just want to get to see that.
Yeah, there was only one bit. There's one bit where he sat in the studio and there's another producer with him making it. Yeah. And he looks bored. He starts yawning.
Yeah.
I thought that was so that bit looked so jokes.
Was that the bit with Jamie Foxx?
No, maybe the second time with Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
He's in the studio with like loads of people.
Okay.
And the producer's working on it, and he's sat in the back.
Okay.
And you can tell that they're working on the song for like him.
And Kanye's joining.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was so funny. That was when he didn't get his deal right. Well, he got his deal, but he kept pushing his album back, and to make money, he had to go and produce again. Yeah. And you could tell he's like, "What the fuck's this song? This song's trash."
Yeah.
But I have to do it. One thing, obviously, the documentary missed is it went from College Dropout to like right now. Yeah. That's just because his mate wasn't there.
Yeah. I didn't really like. I thought the third episode was like by far the weakest.
Yeah.
Because they tried to cover everything, but they don't have anything.
He wasn't there, was he? The guy.
No, but also you can't cover Kanye's like last 6 years in 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. You just can't.
Yeah.
And it looks like as if Coodie's still following him around now, per se. Like it seems like right now they're back on decent terms again. So I'd hope that he's still filming now. But I feel like it was like, oh, this is what Kanye was like. Look at him when he was coming up. Look at this great person he is, and then also look at how crazy he has been, but still look at how kind of just normal he is, and see how maybe he thinks he's misunderstood in a lot of different ways. But it was like this wasn't what sent into this. How did he get there? He didn't really tell you that. It just showed you what Kanye was, but obviously he didn't have the footage for that, and yeah. I
found there's a phone call he has where he's at the barn. Is that what he called it?
The barn.
You know where like at the final episode where
the ranch.
The ranch, that's the one. So he says to someone on the phone, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll come see you for a day." He's like, "I really think you should come to the ranch."
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Oh, okay, I'd have to stay an extra day for that." And he's like, "I want you to come to the ranch."
Yeah.
It was so weird. Like, it was so demanding.
That guy is Rick Rubin. He produced, he's a massive name in music.
What's his
huge.
Name?
Rick Rubin. You
I know the name. I know the name.
Yeah, he produced 99 Problems, the Jay-Z.
Okay.
So he's done a lot of stuff with a lot of rappers, because he's not necessarily like a traditional, rap hip hop producer type thing, but he's just a, he's done some big things.
Then it was weird when Justin Bieber was there.
Yeah.
And I felt like they hated each other, but they were kind of just working together.
Yeah.
Because there's one bit where Justin says like, he's standing near him and he's like, if I'm in your personal space, let me know. Like I don't want to get in your space.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you're fine. It's just so weird. Like you said that to me, I was like, what are you talking about?
It would be weird. Yeah. No, Kanye's like, yeah. It's called genius, isn't it? I mean,
it took me 2 episodes to figure out that it said genius.
Same.
I kept reading it as Jeans, yeah.
Yeah. You guys, you've seen Genius?
You guys seen Jeans, yeah?
But I think, he's definitely. I don't know. What's the definition of genius, Nick? Can you pull it up? Because I don't know. Like everyone always puts a word around, but I don't know what it means. But
I'm happy I finally watched this in time, because like the Tinder Swindler, for example.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, and then by the time I wanted to watch it, everyone's seen it and talked about it. That there's no point.
Yeah.
An exceptional intellectual or creative power or other natural ability. But that's kind of all subjective.
Yeah, it is. But that's also not even... A lot of people have got that, right? With that definition there, I could say...
Like one with exceptional skill in a particular area of activity. But...
I think exceptional is the big word there. Now do the definition of exceptional. I think we've weakened the word of exceptional.
Yeah, but do you not think that it's completely... Someone might literally say, all of Kanye's music shit. And if they say that, then he's not a genius.
Yeah.
Because it's not exceptional.
I would say
unusual, not typical, is exceptional.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. So that's a big word. Because I would say, on the basis of the definition we had before, I'd say everyone in the troops is a genius then. Because everyone's got exceptional skills in one way or another.
I guess.
Film and editing, blah 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 blah.
Is it exceptional?
No, but no, not based on that definition. Now I know what exceptional means. It's not unusual, is it? Like it's not unusual that we don't have to edit.
No,
that's just normal. You're not a genius with camera work, John. Anyone could do that.
No, you guys are clearly exceptional though because of the position you're in. You're comparing each other to each other. That's the problem.
No. We're exceptional in terms of like maybe what we've achieved is exceptional. Doesn't mean that we're exceptional.
Yeah.
Anyone could do this.
How are you going to achieve something exceptional without being exceptional?
Well, I made.
How are you going to achieve something exceptional without being exceptional?
But I made Hesky time. And that's why I'm here now.
You're exceptional. You're exceptional.
No, I'm saying I'm not.
You're
saying,
beyond exceptional.
I'm saying that's a shit
you
song.
made Kanye look bad.
No, I'm saying I'm here because I made that shitty song and it would just look where it happened. It's just look. It's just a chance.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think what we've achieved is exceptional.
Yeah.
But I don't think we are.
No, it could be anyone.
I think, like,
JJ is.
JJ is, but what would you pinpoint as?
Well, I mean, now there's so many things, but yeah, it's not necessarily what you did at the beginning that's exceptional. It's what you continue to do. Like, we'll get onto the boxing stuff soon, but obviously JJ's Like his ability to move into different, markets, say, and dominate them is kind of crazy.
He has an exceptional mindset.
Exceptional mindset, yeah. His work rate, and it just is. He's just weird. Exceptional is because his mindset's unusual, isn't it? Like he could go to bed at 3 a.m., wake up at 5, and go for a run.
Yeah.
Where we'd all go, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah.
He's just but I mean, originally, like his editing, his actual, I guess.
And him to do it that early.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, actually, everyone in the troops. Well, I didn't, but everyone I can think of started YouTube just completely on their own, like not knowing someone that had started YouTube, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true.
And that is unusual.
Yeah,
because of how early it is. Now, if you start YouTube, I wouldn't consider that unusual because you've grown up with it. But when you're starting YouTube in 2009, it's been around for 3 years. It's not really a massive thing.
No, it's
there's
not.
a couple of videos of people going to a zoo.
Yeah,
like, that doesn't mean I'm going to record myself playing FIFA and make it funny.
You'd post videos on YouTube, but you wouldn't necessarily like create content.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you are right. I guess
that is exceptional.
All it took is one of our videos to bang. Maybe like JJ's did, but then again, did his bang for a reason? Probably yes as well. But no, yeah, JJ definitely pioneered a lot of our stuff, and we kind of clung on to that. But then he created the platform for us, then, didn't he, as well?
Yeah.
So like, without him, we wouldn't be able to do what we did. But a lot of us were still doing stuff then, just wasn't really necessarily hitting that well. What I found back in the day with YouTube, by the way, we used to get like quite a lot of views. Or I got quite a lot of views for the context of what it was. Does that make sense? Like I used to get like 10, 20k. But like, that's not that great, really. But looking back, it probably was.
See, no, I'm the opposite.
You think?
I think I got way more views per video then.
Yeah.
And like I would expect if I did a football video, I'd be like, oh, cool, I've got a 10 mil video.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm talking about a different era. I'm talking about
way
before. Yeah.
Oh, no, I agree with
like
that.
Like montage days and stuff.
But that's also just like, that's just you starting YouTube.
Yeah, it's just different now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same thing, just scaled up.
I
remember. So there was a thing called. Can I say what it was called? I think so. There was a thing called Ronku.
Okay.
Which was basically a program where you sign up, you play games, and you get paid a much higher CPM.
Okay.
So you got paid. It was like a $10 CPM or something.
Yeah, where back then it was like $1, wasn't it?
Yeah,
$1
if that.
CPM. Yeah.
But it's not. It wasn't just like every video you get. It was like every couple months you might get one video. You can post it, and there is a limit to it.
Yeah.
So you can't do a video and get 20 million views and get paid 200,000, whatever that is, 2 million. I don't know.
Yeah.
At the time, I was a very, very, very small YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like I was getting less than 1,000 views a video, and I was on it, and I got a Battlefield video.
Okay.
And I got gassed because I got something like 2,000 views, and I thought that's like
$20.
Was it $20?
Well, $10
yeah.
CPM.
It was. It was like $26 I got something from it.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, I just got $26 for playing Battlefield.
Yeah.
Like, you know how amazing that is?
Yeah.
And, like, all I've had to do is I get to play this game early, and I got paid $26 for it. That's insane.
Those days were amazing, weren't they? When you figured out you could make money. Because, like, no one really... When I first started making music, obviously I wanted to be like Kanye, Jay-Z. I wanted to be like the star, blah, blah, blah. But I never thought I would do it, really.
Yeah.
And obviously, I had like a lot of magazines I'd try and get on in my area, and no one would give me like any recognition. I wouldn't like get any music anywhere. So when I did Heskey Time, and then it did really well. I remember JJ texted me like, "Oh, bro, it's on Reddit," and I was like, "Fuck, it's on Reddit, man."
It's on Reddit.
And then now, obviously, you can anyone can post on Reddit. Didn't know that. I thought it was like I was like, "Oh my god, you made it to Reddit." But on in Heskey Time, right? I remember it did really well on iTunes because iTunes broke for Christmas. Is this the video?
That's the video, yeah. Like, I'm so bad at the game as well.
Battlefield back then was so good, wasn't it? Look at this.
Yeah.
Look, for its time, the graphics were so good. And now it's just like, meh. Anyway, so done Heskey Time, and it got stuck on the charts because iTunes closed for Christmas, so it literally stuck on the charts at number 2. And I remember I saw the money come through. I saw the projected money, and it was like $1.5 grand, and I was like, what the fuck? Honestly, I was like, what's going on here? I can't actually believe my eyes. And I was just driving around my little city. Well, I say city. Village.
England is my city.
Yeah, I was driving around roundabout, like, listening to Heskey Time. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how has this song made this much money? I could not believe it. Craziness.
And now you look back at it and think, this is the best song ever.
Yeah, man. Look how far we came.
I think Heskey Time might be what Tenacious D was singing about.
What, in this song called what?
Tribute.
Yeah, no, yeah. They're right. That song. No, but that song was funny. But no, yeah, Kanye, the documentary is really good actually. Really enjoyed it, and it wasn't. I was scared to watch it, but when I watched it, I was like, yeah, I'm glad I'm seeing this. Very inspiring.
Sorry, just seeing that clip of that Battlefield bit. There was one I remember. I'm gonna out him here.
Okay.
He actually does thank me for it, but Ali A.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ali A was away, I think, at the time of the deal.
Oh wow.
The Ronku one.
Mm-hmm.
So he messaged me and was like, "Hey man, can I use your footage?" And he literally says in the video like, "Oh, this is from my good friend Simon. Check him out." I don't know if he even linked me.
Yeah.
He just said, "Check him out." And then he's posted like my gameplay.
Yeah.
And he's put it on Ronku, obviously. So he's got a $10 CPM
of your clip
on just my video. I can't remember. It's one of them. It's like, it's really hard to find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just so funny because he sat there, just posted. He's done a 2-second intro, and then posted my video. Admittedly, at that time, I don't think it got that many views, but it still probably earned him like $300-400.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, hey, hang on, I got $26.
And also,
I've done the hard work and played a game.
And also, like, I swear his whole channel and his content was about like COD, Battlefield, right? So it's probably fair to say he's better than you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So why is he posting your footage?
Because he couldn't get it in time.
Surely
it was early footage.
Oh, okay.
And he was away.
So it doesn't matter if it was good or not. It just matters this is what the game looks like.
It was on like a new map. So I had played it, and it was he had seen that I had a good game.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was terrible in the game. I wasn't good, but it was respectable. So he kind of just went like, "This shows off the map. Like, have a look."
Yeah, fair.
And then he just played it.
You know Harry, the FIFA hashtag Harry, was it?
Yeah.
He's changed his name now, right? He's one of the best FIFA players. Imagine he just posted like my clip. Sorry guys, I was away. Yeah, here's Randy.
He's like, "Randy got some early footage of FIFA, so here's Randy. Check him out." Yeah, cool. Thanks for the views.
Yeah. Right. Kanye. Anything more on Kanye?
Not from me.
No, it was a good documentary. I really enjoyed
was.
it. There's probably more key points we can talk about, but I feel like, well, let's answer the question. Do you think it will change the way people look at Kanye?
No,
I don't think it will either.
not at all.
I think people kind of already know this about him. I mean, sorry, it's great. It's a great documentary. I think it's definitely needed. But I feel like people already know that he's definitely troubled with his outbursts, with how he's being. But ultimately, we know he's so talented, and we all love his music. So it's like he gets away with so much because we like him.
Oh, 100%. But if he wasn't an artist and he was doing the things he was doing,
yeah,
he'd be locked up.
Yeah, but I think because also I think publicly we know that a lot of the characteristics that make him a good artist is what makes him do what he does now.
Oh yeah,
he really believes in what he says. So you're like, well, if you believe in what you say and you miss, at least you have heart, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying he gets a blanket like that's okay, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah. Anyway, that's that.
This podcast is sponsored by Coinbase. Much coin, such base. If you've been following the cryptocurrency craze, now is the time to start getting involved. Coinbase makes it quick and easy to start your own portfolio and learn to trade like a pro.
Coinbase offers a trusted and easy-to-use platform to buy, sell, and spend cryptocurrency.
They support the most popular digital currencies on the market and make them accessible to everyone.
They offer portfolio management and protection, learning resources, and a mobile app so you can trade securely and monitor your crypto all in one place.
Millions of people in over 100 countries trust Coinbase with their digital assets.
Whether you're looking to diversify, just getting started, or searching for a better way to access crypto markets, start today with Coinbase.
So yeah, new users for a limited time can get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at coinbase.com/whatsgood.
Sign up at coinbase.com/whatsgood for $10 in free Bitcoin.
Remember, this offer is for a limited time only, so be sure to sign up today.
That's coinbase.com/whatsgood.
Back to the podcast.
Next up, let's talk about the fight, shall we?
Yeah, this is this is going to be the rest of the podcast.
Yeah.
Because it's a very big topic. We made sure to. It was last night.
Yeah. So for context, we're filming this on a Sunday morning. The fight was last night, Saturday, and we're here. What is it, like 10 a.m. to start this one? So we're fresh off the fight.
Yeah. So let's talk about firstly. We both turned up at like 7. Because the first fight was at 7.
Yeah.
And I based it on JJ's show.
Yeah.
In the fact of, I knew where the entrance was that we were going to go through.
So for context, JJ performed at the Wembley Arena the week before. Deji is now fighting at the Wembley Arena. So same
Do you know what the name of the actual arena is?
OVO Arena.
Oh, yeah.
OVO Energy Arena.
Yeah, I genuinely thought it was Drake for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, he's
like, mad. Drake just, that's insane.
Just by the arena.
Yeah. Yeah, so we turned up at 7 with the first fight at 7.
Yeah.
Because at JJ's show, we turned up and it was just like a little pathway. You go in, you hand your ticket in, you go in. Cool, done. Then we turn up and we ran into you.
Yeah.
And we go to this area. There's probably 20 people, roughly.
Yeah.
Crowded around the little fence in front of the area. And in that little pathway I was talking about is another 30 people. And they're all trying to get through.
Yeah.
So we're just standing out there for 20 minutes?
Maybe even longer.
Well, it was about 15 minutes before me and Gib eventually got pushed through. They literally rushed the gate.
Yeah.
Take me and Gib with them. And as much as I say take us with them, I kind of stepped forward. And I was like, oh, I'm being pushed. I'm going through.
If I was at the front, I would have done the same as well.
Yeah. But Talia didn't make it through. So I kind of just stood the other side of the gate waiting for her. I saw Yinka there as well, and she just couldn't get through.
That's annoying, isn't it?
I said to the security guard as well, I said, the main guy fighting Deji, his mum is there. Like, she needs to come in. And they said, oh, okay, we'll try.
Yeah.
And then they came back to me about 10 minutes later and said, we can't do anything.
For context on this entire thing, in the chat last night, someone, I think it was Freezy, summed it up quite brilliantly. He said this whole event felt like a fever dream. And from start to finish, it did. And so the tone that we're going to be speaking about this entire event is going to be very similar. But I'll just say it was the worst, organised event I've ever been to in my life. It felt like 2014-15 Insomnia. It was worse than that.
Yeah, the Insomnia that we had where our whole stand just fell over.
Yeah, it was worse than that.
Yeah.
It was worse than the worst event ever. And also, the reason I'm saying that is because the security guard here, nothing was his fault in a sense, because he's not been told what to do. He's like, I don't know who any of these people are. He doesn't know who we are. He doesn't know who the fans are. He doesn't know who Yinka is. His job is to not let anyone through his gate, so he's going to do that. But the problem is who's going to organise the who's telling him what to do, or what's, you had tickets, and tickets didn't mean anything.
So we all got sent, I put it on my Insta story, we got sent a little ticket. It was like a credit card size. It was a golden ticket, and it said the fight, and it had a piece of paper inside the box saying, this is you +1 for this fight. So we turn up and we're like, oh, we've got our tickets. Golden ticket. The guy goes, I don't know what that is. He literally says, I don't know what this is. This golden ticket thing. And then we all say, oh, we've got this piece of paper with it too. And he goes, oh, that could just be printed.
Yeah.
So I said to him, I was like, fair enough. But then luckily 1 or 2 of the people there who were good came over and said, oh, yeah, don't worry. We've been told that you guys are here. Basically, I think 2 entrances have been put to the same place. And it wasn't meant to happen. I don't know. We eventually got let in.
But you remember when me and Chris we were behind you lot? You know why, right? It's because the guy who was allowing us to go through, who's a part of I'm not sure who that guy was, but I think it's to do with the organisation, was saying, let these guys through. And the security guard was like, no.
Yeah.
So I was like, what?
Yeah. So the security guard that didn't let us through, fair play to him, because he said, you don't have the wristband.
Yeah.
I can't let you through.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But he's saying, oh, it's good. I don't know who anyone is, so I'm staying impartial because I'm not letting anyone through unless they have the accreditation or whatever. But then, when we're standing there and we're about to go through, he looks at me and he goes, I recognise you. I said, what? This whole time you've been sat here saying very loudly, I don't know who anyone is. I'm not letting anyone through. And then he goes, the first thing he says to me, he goes, you used to live in Orpington, right? I said, what about, that's what you know about me, where I lived.
See you at the fish and chip shop, mate.
He goes, you're in a group, there's 8 of you. I went, everyone you're not, that means you've recognised the sidemen kind of thing. And, I'm with Harry, I'm with Ethan.
Yeah.
And, you, Freezy, Chris MD, we're all very close. If you know us, you know all of us kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Surely they would get briefed on what the event is, right? Oh, so YouTube versus, YouTube event, UK versus US. These are the YouTube people fighting. These are probably the guests that are going to be here.
Well, then he literally took a minute and he said, "Sidemen." Said, yeah. So okay. So now you know us.
Yeah.
Can we go through, please? Went, sorry, I can't.
What? That makes sense.
How is this happening?
Keep in mind, by the way, the week before JJ's show was the easiest event I've ever been to in my life.
So well done.
It's the whole venue is packed out, right? So there's probably more people there or whatever, and then literally you just go straight through, check your pass, easy, just organised. This one was just awful. And it wasn't even like when we got in, it was easy. We got in. And I don't want to make it sound like, we're too good to get in. Like, why are they treating us like this? It was like, I feel
everyone around us, I felt bad for.
I feel bad for the people who bought VIP tickets. People were next to us who bought tickets to the show. Like, keep in mind, we got there for 7. We could have got there a little bit earlier to see the first fight. We could have guaranteed it, right? But obviously, we want to get there at a decent time. Don't want to get there too early. Don't want to get there too late. These people have bought tickets, paid like VIP prices to get into the VIP section, and they can't even get in. And apparently, they lost the guest list. We heard, right? We heard that they lost the guest list. Yeah. So it's all downhill from there.
So did you see? So when we were all waiting, we went lad in. There was a guy to my right who was trying to like push through.
Yeah.
And he got through a load of people, and then was stood next to me, and the security weren't letting him through. And I found out who he was.
Right.
He owns Showstar. He owns the event.
Well, do you have two of his sons there?
No.
Right, okay.
Well, maybe he was on.
Yeah,
he was on his own trying to get through.
That's unreal.
And they didn't let him through.
So he owns the company.
He didn't have a wristband. Yeah. So yeah, it was a little bit, but you know what? I appreciate the tickets.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's great to be there, and it was a great event in terms of like, you know, it was nice to see everyone fight. It was a historic one for like YouTube, UK versus USA and stuff. But like, it just got a lot of it got ruined because of like just no organization. We'll go through this in like chronological order, but like the reason why someone ran into the ring was because there was no security. Like there's no point. Like if you went to the fight, right, and you were sat in the back seats, if you wanted to, you could have just walked in. You could have come sat with me on ringside if you wanted to. 100%. Everyone else was.
I physically saw someone that made it into the ring after Kenny's.
Yeah.
I saw him 15 rows behind us with a fence in between, just walk up, jump over, run in, get in, and he made it into the ring.
And I'm gonna sound nasty here, but by the way, I think you and everyone else are too nice. I think you're all too nice because I was so close to losing my shit against so many people. If you're a small YouTuber and you're around the ringside filming and you're filming me, I'll apologize now. I'm sorry if I was being a twat, but you've been fucking annoying. It gets, and listen to the fans as well. If you're, because I met some fans there that were really nice yesterday. They're like, oh, they come talk to you, like, how you doing? You're alright, you know, nice to meet you. I love your podcast. I love your music and stuff. And you're like, oh, great. Then you get some other ones who literally like smack your shoulder and like, oh, get a pic, man, get a pic. And I'm like, you're not even being a person now.
Yeah.
You're not even being like a human being. You're being a twat. Like, so I want to say, if you're a type of fan who does that and ruins the event, because like Deji's event pretty much got ruined because of his own fans. Like, there was a part, by the way, you know, when that guy ran in and it was stopped for a while, the fight almost got called off. They were almost.
Oh yeah.
100%. You could saw we could see close ringside. All the officials almost calling the fight off because people weren't sitting in their seats. And you're fans of Deji. So, like, watch him fight. Like, sit in your seat, watch him fight. Otherwise, you're going to ruin his fight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's annoying, man. It's like people just... I think people, when they're fans of, like... When they see people on YouTube, they want to obviously film themselves. They want to, like, do vlogs, which I think is really good, by the way. Make stories of this night. It's a great night. But be a human still. Like, be a nice person.
Yeah.
I think they think because they're filming or because they watch us or because whatever, they have now got a reason to be an actual dickhead.
But I think a lot of... the issue is... a big YouTube trend is
sneaking in. Yeah.
Like, oh, you know, I got a ticket to this event. I'm sat up there. Look at me now. I'm literally near KSI.
Yeah.
Ringside. That's a video right there.
Well, Andale ringside. Just seeing him do it, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, I thought his video was jokes.
Yeah. No.
I encouraged it. So
it
is a tough thing, but it is about the way you do it.
Yeah.
He is fully sneaking in.
Yeah.
If you're literally just getting there and then
or pushing in,
yeah, you forced your way in. You haven't snuck in.
Yeah. My point is just more like you know, at least be like a respectable person. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
100% agree.
Let's follow rules. Like we like, you know, like if you see someone in the street, you don't just go and like start like pushing them. Especially if you're a fan. Like that makes no sense. Like,
well, there was one guy. We'll carry on in a sec, but there was one guy who. He was stood next to the ring the whole time filming, and he kept looking around like he clearly wasn't meant to be there. But he came up to JJ, straight to JJ,
blue coat guy,
and says he's holding a DSLR.
Yeah, that's a camera.
It's a camera. He's holding it like under his arm, kind of thing. So trying to look like he's just carrying a camera, but he's so clearly got this. He's got the screen out. He walks up looking at it, pointing it towards JJ, says, "Excuse me, I think you're in my seat." And JJ goes, "Good one." Like JJ's seat, by the way, has his name on.
Yeah.
It's not even.
Sat next to his mum, right?
He sat next to his mum.
Oh yes, sorry mate. No, you're right. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, it is your seat, man.
If you're at this fight, I don't wanna sound big-headed. If you're at this fight, you know who KSI is.
Yeah, of course.
You're there for Deji versus Alex Sabi. You know who KSI is.
Yeah.
He goes up to him. He says, "You're in my seat." JJ says, "Okay, yeah, good one." Okay. He goes, "No, I'm serious. Like I've just asked that security guard, and he's hit. This is my ticket." He doesn't show it. He just kind of goes, "This is my ticket. I'm in row CC, seat 12."
Well, it's already lied. It's already said I spoke to a security guard. I didn't see one.
No, that's true.
I didn't see one security.
And then Steve sat next to JJ and me, and he goes, "No, this isn't your seat."
Steve, by the way, is JJ's bodyguard.
Yeah.
You know?
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve goes, "This isn't your seat." He's like, "Oh no, the security guard said it's this seat." And then I looked over and I went, "Is that recording?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, of course it is." I said, "Cool. Why are you filming this then?" He went, "Oh no, I'm just filming everything."
Sorry, David Dobrik.
So you're pointing it at JJ's face from a yard or like this far away. And then he says to me, he goes, "Oh, but that one's my seat. What seat number are you?" I just made 7.
Yeah.
Because I heard him say 12.
Okay, yeah.
So I know if I'm 7, this 2 seats can't be 12.
Yeah.
So I went 7. He went, "Oh, okay. I'm being serious, by the way. That is actually my seat. I'll go ask security again."
Yeah.
And then he goes over to security, says he said something and just never bothered coming back.
Yeah. It's more of a, and again, I don't really blame the fans or the YouTubers or whatever. If you're filming there and you're able to get close and do it, it's the fault of the organization of the event, the security. Like why you can't, if you're trying to get someone to sit down or move away from the ring, then get the security and the team to do their jobs and make sure they're not there. It's kind of you can't really say, "Oh, sit down, everyone back to your seats," when they haven't got seats. They're just there,
Yeah.
Might not even have a ticket to the fight.
That's the thing. They just let everyone get too close. That when you're saying, "Yeah, sit down."
Yeah, I can't fault them necessarily for being there. It's more like being allowed to be there. But no, it was crazy. So we unfortunately missed out. I really wanted to see, as I said in the podcast last week, Salt Papi.
Same.
I think a lot of people really wanted to see him fight, and he won. Congrats to him. Well done, mate.
That was the one I mean, obviously I wanted to see all of them.
Yes,
but
yeah. One of the lower undercard fights that should have been a bit higher, or one that I was really excited to see. A lot of the undercard fights I was not necessarily too gassed about, but this one I was really gassed. He won the fight. Congrats to him. For those who don't know who he is, he's Salt Papi or Buster Breeze on TikTok. He does this fake running really well,
and also the salting stuff.
Yeah, salts his food really nice.
Yeah.
And he won. There was an unfortunate incident that we didn't see, but we've now seen on social media where Halal Ham's hype man was just literally being racist 3 times. And
it was so weird. So as you said, we missed this, but while we were outside, we were getting like updates. Like Ellen was texting me. He goes, "Bro, what is this? This is just a Donny being racist to him in the ring." And then we watched it back. This guy is. So he's like Halal Ham's. I don't know if he's a hype man or what.
I saw Keemstar say we don't even know who this person is. We've looked, and we still can't even find who this person is. They finally found him, and he's some sort of dead shit battle rapper. And I've played one of his songs, and I wish I didn't.
So he's the thing I found the weirdest is he's in the ring. He says the first racist remark.
Yeah.
The guy, I don't know his name. The guy, one of the guys with the mic.
Yeah.
There was like an English and American guy.
Yeah.
The American guy. He comes over and he literally kind of stops him.
That bro, this is not it, right? Like.
Yeah, he whispers something in his ear. And the guy kind of stops. And then just carries on. And then says another 2.
Yeah, won't learn one after. It makes no sense. And fair play to the crowd, by the way, because a lot of the times in the night, the crowd are very like, typical football Twitter, UK, suck your mum, UK, blah, blah, blah. But when he actually said the first racist remark, everyone booed him, which I thought was actually very, obviously, obviously it's good, but like, I wouldn't have been surprised if the crowd were like, "Oh," but
the
thankfully
issue
they
is,
still said "fuck off."
It's really hard to tell. It was good, but it's really hard to tell just from like the crowd booing it could be seen as they're booing Salt Papi because he's then he's like dancing and stuff.
Yeah. The fans are very weird in the sense that, like, I love it. I love how fickle people are because, like, the one moment they're, like, booing someone. It was Vitaly. They were, like, booing Vitaly. Then Vitaly goes, oh, you know, you can do anything in this life, man. And they were like, yeah.
It was
and I'm like,
really
fair enough,
weird.
that is very good to clap about. But you were booing him about 1 second before. But no, that guy, absolute dickhead, man. I hope he never gets anything ever again.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know how
I don't even know how do you even get that. Yeah, because you can have a performer walking in. Surely you can't just have someone for, like, a comedy act before you fight.
But yeah, Salt Papi won that. It's even better that he won that after that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Salt Papi did break my heart a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we met him afterwards. So after the whole event, we were, I don't want to say backstage, but we were with some of the fighters and stuff. And I went up to him, you went up to him.
Yeah.
I straight away went over and I said, yo, congrats. Just want to say I love your TikToks.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yo, I recognize you. You sent for me. You made videos that saying you want to fight me.
Yeah.
I said, no.
It doesn't sound like
I
me.
love your TikToks.
Yeah.
I would never say this.
Yeah.
And then one of his boys comes over, and I don't know how I took it, but he goes, no, Rota Shaw. And I don't know whether he's saying that was Rota Shaw or I'm Rota Shaw.
Right. Because also you don't think Harry would have called
Harry
for
has
him.
not said that.
No.
Like, he goes, oh, okay, my bad. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit, it broke my heart that
Yeah. So
I don't expect to be known by him, but I thought, you know what, there was a chance.
Yeah, because I saw you chatting to him. So I was like, right, he must know Simon. And I'm like, well, chances are if he knows Simon, maybe he knows me too. I was thinking maybe he saw you big him up on the podcast and there's a clip somewhere. So I went up to him, like, bro, I'm a big fan, man. You're my idol. And he's like, cheers, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no. I'm a Beggy fan. Fuck. But no, I love that, man. I love him so much. I really do.
The thing is, I kind of wanted him to say, I wanted him to recognize me so then I could say, oh yeah, like, we've got a podcast from
Bro, but he doesn't talk.
I mean, oh, true.
But like, he's never said it. I've realised this.
He's never said a word
He's never
online.
said a word. Because I was watching like some of the clips on TikTok from the press conferences, and I'm like, why isn't he saying anything? But I realised he doesn't talk.
True.
He doesn't say anything.
I did think it sounded weird when he talked to me.
Yeah. Because I thought many times maybe we can get him on the podcast, but you know, he just what are you gonna say?
True. That is very true.
Just dance for us, bro. Salt some food.
Because he did a video with Kay and Jarvis.
Oh, did he?
I was going to say Jay and Carvis.
Nice.
Yeah, he did a video with them. He did
Did he speak in that video?
No, he sorted their food.
You got to rate him, man. In this
And he showed
world,
them
in
how
this
to
day
run
and
as well.
age, where like social media is so loud, fair play to like getting so big without having to say anything. And you know what I love about him, right? Is, you know, the dance he does. So he did this running thing that he got quite big on.
Yeah.
But then he also used to do like dancing. He used to do like one dance to the
The one Tory Lane's on.
and the Aiden Ross like freestyle
Yeah.
video. Yeah. And everyone would always say,
Stop doing dance.
Yeah,
it's
so
old now. No one likes it.
and he'll just
would
reply to
quote
that.
it.
Yeah. And he should do
He'd
it
reply
day
it.
after day
Yeah.
after day. That's
Yeah.
actually what blew him up in a way. So I was like, fair play, man. Just do what you want. So we missed that fight. We got in, and it took us ages to get in as well. It made no sense. Like they were trying to not take us all. So the group that we were in was like me, you, say Talia, Ethan, Faith. It was
Chris, Harry, Freezy, Sam.
Yeah. So there's a lot of like, say, YouTubers, right? So they were not letting us go into the fight because they didn't want us to get rushed by the fans, but they just left the door open.
Yeah.
So their fans were just there. And I was like, well, just take us through. Because I think someone's fighters. They didn't want to take us through while they were fighting, which is very fair enough. But like, it made no sense. Like, I can see my seat.
Yeah, it was really weird. We were ground floor. There's like the front section, that section, and then just us.
Yeah.
And we can see the ring because they're leaving the door open. But every time we kind of closed the door and then opened it again, there was another 10 fans turned around just staring at us, and they're like, "Hello."
At this point, just take us in, man. It makes more sense to do that. But
So the next fight was Stromedy versus Austin Sprins.
that's one that we kind of missed. We saw it through the door.
Yeah, it looked like a brawl.
Yeah.
I actually don't know who won this one still.
Stromedy.
Did
Yeah, he won. Yeah.
he? Fair enough. This one was weird because they're both American.
All right. Yeah. So it doesn't really make sense on the whole
But
UK.
Austin was fighting for the UK. But I didn't really get it. I've seen a meme though on this. Austin got walked out with someone.
Yes, we missed that, didn't we?
Yeah.
I saw people tweeting like saying, "What is this?"
Yeah,
we
it was
missed that.
a rapper, I assume.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you can call him that.
He was something. he made noise with his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this fight, I'm not gonna lie, we don't really have much to say about it.
No, the next one was a fight that we didn't know.
This guy.
Yeah. Obviously, there's no audio in the podcast right now, but just best believe that was not great.
And also, Austin Springs didn't really know all the words. It was kind of weird.
Yeah. So the next fight was apparently someone cancelled.
There was Ashley Kane. I remember seeing the name. Bars.
That was bars, to be fair.
Because I did a prediction of the fights.
Yeah, same. We should also later in the podcast try and figure out if we can see
how
who
well
won.
we did.
Yeah.
So I did a prediction of the fights, and I remember I watched the open workout.
Yeah.
And they weren't there, Ashley Kane and whoever. So I remember thinking, are they fighting? Like, I didn't see them at all. Then I looked, as I was doing my predictions, I went through every single one that it said, and he was there, and I made a prediction on it. And then obviously they've replaced it. And they replaced it with actual fighters.
Yeah.
I say this loosely because one of them was wearing just, like, normal shorts.
Yeah, Freezer was like, wait, look at your shorts.
They were just Reebok shorts. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but like every other person was wearing boxing shorts and boxing shoes.
Yeah, he was wearing clothes that he probably went to the event in.
Yeah, he's wearing like genuinely just normal shorts like I wear on the podcast. And he was also wearing trainers.
Yeah, not
like
shoes.
the boxing shoes.
Yeah.
And then that was the UK guy. That was Mellow Fellow.
Right. And he won.
The other guy, Pretty Boy, is Jake Paul's sparring partner.
Yeah.
When Jake was... Because he recognised JJ.
Yeah, I didn't know this because this guy kept screaming, USA! And I thought that's the worst thing to chant in a UK audience, mate. It's not going to go down very well for you. Then you started chanting, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
It's even worse!
Yeah.
But apparently, yeah, as you say, he's a sparring partner of him. And it was so funny that it lost because he looked the part, he was wearing the proper shorts, he was very confident, and he lost.
Yeah. He started doing some things in the ring as well where he was kind of, like hands down, kind of taking the piss out of
backing
him.
up. It was like crouching behind.
Yeah.
So like, it made no sense.
It was really weird. But there was one bit where he looked over and also his, one of the guys in the ring, I don't know what you call them, they looked over and they were kind of going like, USA, and everyone was booing. And he was kind of like, ha, yeah, come on. And he saw JJ and he went, yo, I got respect for you, brother. JJ burst out laughing because we were like, you bottled this.
Yeah,
you sat here going like, come on, who wants it? Oh, not you though. You're cool, bro. You're cool.
No, you got to call JJ out. That's the play, isn't it? You
got. Oh yeah, because JJ ain't gonna get in the ring.
No.
Just what? JJ's gonna get in a ring just in like high tops and jeans.
Oh god,
but that fight was so weird because out of all the fights, they're technically the only like professional ones, and
we didn't know. So they were sparring essentially, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
none of those punches were aimed to win.
We heard from obviously Calix is not in the UK right now, so we heard from him that on the stream, Joe Weller and Vidal were getting pissed off because it's like a mockery of the event. But we didn't necessarily know that they were sparring. So I was sat with Chris, MD, and I said to him, "It looks like they're fighting how I would fight in my dream." You know, you're trying to punch someone, but you're not actually connected.
100%.
And you know what's the thing that like girls used to do at school, like in the playground, like primary school, where they do like like pat cake or something. Yeah, they were just like, that's what they were doing. They're like,
yeah,
like, bro, what's going on? Like, why are you not hitting each other? You just tapping each other. Like,
it was the second or third round. Pretty Boy, I don't know.
Yeah.
He went out and he tapped the other guy in the stomach 4 times.
Yeah.
So lightly. It was like like the guy obviously didn't feel it. It was genuinely like a tap. And I'm thinking, okay, so you've got 4 hits in there and you haven't, if you realise that you're hitting him, you'd try and put some power in if you want to win. Yeah. And then I'm kind of happy he lost though.
Yeah, it's banner. I mean,
I don't really care.
No, I don't. And surely it's not like a loss. He probably won't count as a loss, will he? Was it a proper fight? I don't really know.
I don't know if he even cares about a record.
No,
I think he's a sparring partner.
Yeah, right. Cool.
He's someone just for people to spar.
Next fight after that, what even was it? Who was the fight after that?
Ryan Taylor versus DK Money.
Was it?
Was it not?
Yeah.
Okay, it was. Yeah,
It was. Yeah.
And obviously, you guys, this was probably one of the most eventful fights of the night, but not for the actual fighting.
So DK Money, I know nothing about. I'll be honest. He in the open workout and stuff. I thought he looks very average. It is what it is. Typical, YouTuber, TikToker, boxer. By the way, whenever I say this stuff, I'm not saying I could do better. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm referring to other levels of YouTube boxing
In
and
context
stuff.
of the fights, yeah.
So he came out, he looked a bit shook. I'll be honest. He looked a bit shook of Ryan Taylor.
Well, because Ryan Taylor looked like he was going to kill the man. Like, the energy he came out with was unreal for a fighter. You think, wow, this guy really means business.
Yeah.
He's gonna win this fight, and
Did you see Ryan Taylor's open workout?
No.
He turned up in just a Moncler jacket.
Okay.
And basically just said, why would you expect me to just, dance around on this little bit of wood in front of everyone?
Right.
This ain't a fight.
Okay.
I'll fight on Saturday. And that was it.
Okay.
He basically just said, yeah, I'm going to kill him. And then walked off.
Well, that's the energy he had. And then they start fighting. And immediately, by the way, they didn't shake hands. And the ref was really adamant about come back to shake hands. Now, I agree. Before a fight, you probably should, well, not shake hands, just touch gloves.
I think it's because I think he looked at Ryan Taylor and realized Ryan Taylor is stood in this weird stance that it wasn't normal.
Yeah.
He wasn't stood thinking for example, Kenny later on. I looked at Kenny and I thought he looks like he's out to win. He's out to destroy.
Yeah.
Ryan Taylor looked like whatever happens here, I'm taking you down.
Yeah.
I mean, as you saw.
Yeah.
As in, if he's losing the fight, he will bite the guy. He'll kick the guy. He'll do whatever. So he, I think the ref was just I have to get control of this fight.
Well, I understood that in that one, and I think later on, I'm not sure who else it was. It might have been Kenny and Temperrr who didn't touch gloves. But I'm you don't have to.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If you're hating each other this much, you want to get in the ring and fight each other, then it's the right thing to do. But if you don't, then let the fight go on. But it's the ref would ruin the energy of the fight just to get him to come back in the Kenny situation.
But I think he can't lose control.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because in the Ryan situation, Ryan Taylor, he definitely needed them to touch gloves because they looked like they were going to kill each other.
Yeah.
And 30 seconds later, he headbutts him.
Yeah, so from I've heard...
We've heard some shit, right?
Yeah. So apparently Ryan Taylor was saying that the other guy, DK Money, grabbed his dick.
Yeah.
So while they were grappling or whatever, apparently DK Money touched his dick. But, I mean, two things. One, don't know if it happened. Two, even if he does... beat him up.
Yeah, but also
win the fight.
Win the fight. You're in a situation where you're actually allowed to punch them.
Yeah.
So punch him.
If you've done something, just I'm angry at you. Cool. I'm gonna just hit you.
Yeah, I'll win the fight.
I'm allowed to hit you.
Yeah. But also, how do you touch someone's dick with a boxing glove on?
I think it must have just been some I think maybe he's obviously just got pushed down and then he might have just brushed it.
Yeah. What? You brushed my dick, man. Well, yeah, we're literally grappling. We're hugging right now, and yeah.
So then, that headbutt, honestly, is one of the biggest that is the most embarrassing thing I've seen in a YouTuber boxing.
You can't headbutt someone.
But I've seen other you see slight headbutts. We saw some later on.
Yeah.
But this headbutt was he legit, pulled his arms apart. And just headbutted
Nutted him. Yeah. It wasn't like they were grappling and the head kind of came up and connected.
He holds his arms and headbutts him.
He intended to headbutt him, yeah. And obviously, we also pointed out that it was weird the way DK went down.
Yeah, because he kind of realizes that, you know what, actually, I've just been headbutted if I win the fight.
Yeah. Which he was going to win anyway. I think even if he didn't go down, I think the judges are going to be like,
yeah,
no, not allowed. But yeah, it looked like he made a meal out of it. But also, he could have just reacted late to it. He could have been
the adrenaline.
I actually can't see. Yeah, I can't fucking see.
I mean, it was a big headbutt.
It was, yeah. It really was. It's horrible. I don't know why I'd done that. It's just not. It's not what you want to see, is it?
No.
In boxing, in a boxing event, it's you're trying to make a good event.
It's embarrassing, man.
It is embarrassing. I mean, Anthony Joshua's in the crowd. Yeah. I don't know what he's thinking after that night.
But as well, you're training for this. You're doing all this. It's
wasted, isn't it?
Yeah.
No one's gonna respect you after that. No one's gonna be like, oh, good fight.
I don't care if DK money more like DQ money?
It's Giv, yeah.
Is Giv trying to just like diss everyone?
Yeah, Giv's there to be like, I'm ready to fight. Who wants it? I mean, the annoying point was Ryan Taylor looked really, really good, right? I think he was going to win the fight if it continued. If you just continue to fight and get loads of respect, man, everyone's going to go, wow, what a great fight. You won that fair and square. But, you can't. You just headbutted him, man.
But I think you're a loose cannon at that point.
Yeah.
But I think it's bad that he's got a platform.
Yeah.
I think that's so bad.
It is bad, man. It's not really that right.
Because that is...
What's such weed?
I don't know. Honestly, I can't...
No.
I can't get into words how embarrassed I feel on his behalf.
Yeah, man. It's not what you want to see. We were all like laughing. If you've seen the videos of it, I'm just laughing the entire undercard. I'm just laughing because I can't believe what's happening.
That's what I mean.
It went from just craziness to craziness. The fight after that, what was the next fight?
I heard a rumor though from someone
that
apparently was with Ryan Taylor a couple weeks before, and he said he was going to headbutt him.
Oh, mad.
Yeah.
Maybe he sped it up then. Maybe he was like, maybe he was going to headbutt him later in the round, but he thought, now you touched my dick, now you can.
But yeah, if he's planned to go in there and headbutt him,
no, it's not good.
Bro, at this point, I don't care. Arrest him.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, just do it.
You can't headbutt.
You know what? You know the rules. You can fight with.
Yeah,
if I go in there and kick you in the head and you get knocked out,
well, you can't punch someone in the street, can you?
No.
But you can in boxing because it's like sanctioned and they're the rules. But you can't headbutt someone in the ring or outside the ring.
That's what I mean. It's
I don't know.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It's embarrassing, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
What was the next fight? Was it Vitaly? No. It was Minicon versus Armz.
It was just like craziness after craziness after craziness. So, spoiler, long story short, Armz Corleone won the fight. Should he have won the fight? I'm not sure. I kind of had Minicon winning that one, but fair play for Armz for winning. However, when the referee went to, declare the winner, they grab both fighters, put your arm up if you win. Armz could not stand up. I thought he was going to feint there and then in the ring. So you must be thinking, like, this is a fight, right? It's a sport. One man versus the other man. If my man who I'm fighting can't stand up after the fight, how have I not won?
But he couldn't stand up because of energy, not because you...
But still, if that fight went on for 10 more seconds, I mean, fair play for him to actually, for keeping going, because he clearly was gassed, right?
Oh, the last round was...
And that's what they always say, don't they? They always say the bigger, let's say, someone is. We learned this in the Joe fight, because I was like, Joe's really big.
Well, and Logan. Logan first fight, he was massive.
And they say, no, well, the more muscles you have, the more, muscles you have, the more oxygen you need, right? So the more oxygen they need, I think, to actually work.
Well, and it's tiring.
Yeah.
It's just tiring in general to...
Yeah, and he was punching in slow motion, wasn't he? I was like, bro, this is definitely my dream now. Yeah. It's like, whoa, let me dodge that one. They were both knackered, but Minicon, I think Minicon probably would have won that fight, really, but it's Armz won it somehow. And unfortunately, obviously, it's not nice to say this, but he did pass out, didn't he? I think after. They stretched him out.
He got stretched out. I heard, again, from a rumor.
Yeah.
He was fasting the day before.
Oh.
So then he's obviously fighting this day, and he's...
Yeah. It was worrying, because he was literally, after the fight, just falling over everywhere. But he won the fight.
Yeah, that result was very... It's very up in the air who won. I know the internet, a lot of the internet are saying that Minicon won.
Yeah.
Minicon looked just calm the whole time. Like, the one thing Armz was doing, which we all said straight away, first 20 seconds, he had thrown 20 punches that hadn't hit.
Right.
Like, not even trying to hit. He'd done this constantly.
Yeah.
Like, just throwing that. Just a jab. And when you're that muscly and that huge, bro, you're tired, you're done.
Gassed, yeah. I think, to be fair, most people who watched the actual stream would probably have seen a better and also a much different perspective than we saw. Yeah. Because a lot of the time we couldn't see, because there was someone stood in front. If it wasn't someone stood in front, it was a cameraman stood in front. If it wasn't a cameraman, it was like you just couldn't see the fight a lot of the time. But yeah,
that fight. I mean, Minicon seemed. I didn't get to talk to him really, but he seemed like a nice guy. Did you see in the fight?
Yeah.
There's one bit he walks over to the. I don't know whether he's
like smiling how it was.
Kiss. No, he got pushed to the ropes or something, and then the ref separates them, and he's like on the rope, and he looks over, and he sees Gibb, and he's obviously in fight
right,
mode.
Okay.
He's in fight mode, so he's like very serious. And he sees Gibb and he goes, "Hey, what up?"
Okay, yeah, I saw
And
that.
then turns around and he goes back into fight mode.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought he was speaking to someone else. I didn't know it was Gibb. I thought it was like one of the officials, but then why would he smile to the official?
No, I think it was Gibb.
Yeah, that's jokes then.
But it was just so funny the way he just like...
He seemed like a really funny guy, didn't he? Like he was actually, his antics in the ring were quite good.
Huminicon.
Yeah, he seemed like quite energetic. He was like doing stuff it was just funny.
He was very, he looked very good at like preserving energy as well.
Yeah.
Like when Armz wasn't near him, he was very just, I'll stand in the middle of the ring, arms down, like I don't...
When you look at Armz, you're thinking, how is this guy not going to win this fight? He's an absolute massive, he's a unit really. But then, you know, it's fair play to Minicon for turning up because he did you know, he didn't win the fight, but he did really well.
Yeah.
Still did really well.
Yeah. That fight was, I mean, that was like it was a good fight, to be fair. It was good to watch. But then the next one is Vitaly.
I forgot this fight was happening. I thought it was going to go straight from the Armz Corleone fight to Kenny. But I was pleasantly surprised when I saw in the ring, Vitaly. I missed this. We didn't really get to see the walk-ins that much.
Oh, I saw he had something on his head and I couldn't tell what it was.
I mean, let's be honest. It looks like a dick, doesn't it?
It looks like a dick.
When you zoom in, you actually realize
it's a middle finger.
Yeah, but whose idea was it to put a middle finger, like, on your head? It looks like a dick, mate. You look like a dickhead. Do you know what I mean? And this fight was crazy, wasn't it?
This fight, I honestly... Again, I don't want to be peak, but I watched the press conference of this and the open workout, and these two guys made me feel sad that I'm their age.
I know.
Because
are they our age?
I think Kristen Hanby's 28.
How old's Vitaly?
31.
Okay.
I think. Can you double check that before I'm wrong?
Yeah.
But I was streaming and I looked it up. Vitaly. 29.
Oh my god.
How old is Kristen KRIS? KRIS. KRIS.
Hey, by the way, we've got no Nick cam today, but
Hanby.
we're going to get the camera back on Nick in future episodes. So
he
nearly got it, Nick. Hanby.
How old is he?
Does he not have Wikipedia or something?
There we go.
28.
So he's 28. So I'm literally their age.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But seeing the way they were in that press conference was just so. It was two kids shouting at each other. One, you know, he started going, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck your mum."
Yeah, they're both from that.
And that, by the way, that was a quote. He actually said, He said, "After I win, I'm gonna fuck Vitaly's mum."
Didn't I heard from someone? I didn't watch the press conference that someone pointed at the mum as well. Was that press conference?
That was the open workout.
All right, I thought someone. I heard someone insulting someone else's mum and pointing at her. I'm like, at that point,
She was up. She was up at the top, and he said. So Kristen was getting interviewed and he said, after I win, I'm going to fuck Vitaly's mum. That's her right there. That's her. Yeah. Sexy motherfucker. Oh yeah. You want a bit of this? And then he started saying how Vitaly's like a scumbag, stuff like that. And then that's when Vitaly ran up and that's when he did the punch and Vitaly
I saw that clip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, we all make your mum jokes, but never ever do we when we make your mum jokes. We don't actually mean it, and we don't actually say it to their mum. That's the most disrespectful thing ever. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna fuck that lady right there, who is your mum. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, these two are both from the area of the internet that's like, you know, prime 2013 YouTube, and it's just directed at kids really. And Christian Hanby's like Facebook, Instagram, Donny, you know, or whatever. I don't know. TikTok on that. You know, fun fact though, he's from Jersey.
Is he?
Yeah, Christian Hanby used to play in Chris Hanby's football team.
Oh my god!
You don't see him? He got the flag, and he went.
Oh, I did see that. I didn't know that was.
I did this for yours, man. I did this for the two people from Jersey.
Chris is just hiding his face, like, please, I'm not from there. I'm from Guernsey.
That's so funny, man. That's so funny. But no, we can't talk. We're not fighters. But look at that. I mean, I hope no one ever catches me slipping like that.
Yeah, so when
is that his mum swearing back?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm gonna fuck you.
Can you
I can't believe it.
Can you just Google image Vitaly's mum?
Oh no, I can't.
Vitaly ZD. Vitaly ZD TV.
Oh, mum.
It's only because she doesn't look like what you think she'd look like.
That's not his mum, is it?
That's his mum.
Oh, that's his mum. Okay, cool.
So I think she's very like young thinking.
Yeah, fair enough then. Yeah, why not? I'm joking.
But yeah, this fight.
Oh, she's actually.
Yeah.
Oh, she's actually like sneaking into a World Cup final with him.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but this fight, honestly, it was the biggest meme fight.
Yeah, so Vitaly obviously bigger than Kristen, and apparently I heard murmurs around me that was like the weight difference was incredible.
Yeah.
So Kristen's tactic was I'll sprint around the ring and tire Vitaly out, but they were swinging at least.
I mean, Vitaly kept trying to like palm him.
Yeah, you know how JJ got like clown for doing like the overhand.
Yeah.
Vitaly was just doing like.
He was a cat. Yeah. He was a cat. But the other thing was whenever they like split up, and then they kind of walked back towards each other, Vitaly did this weird power walk.
Yeah.
Where he had his arms to the side like a chicken.
Yep.
And then he kind of waddled over.
Yeah.
And then started just palming him again.
Did you notice they kept doing like the Goku and Vegeta like fusion? They kept punching each other at the exact same time. They kept punching each other's gloves. I think it's like, is Vitaly southpaw or not? I don't know what happened. They just kept.
Vitaly isn't. I mean, most of the time he wasn't anything. He was just front on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like he was just, his feet are like this. He wasn't this or this. He was just.
I mean, it was entertaining because it was, and it didn't. I heard this on the internet after, and I saw the clips. Didn't Kristen headbutt him 3 times?
Kristen, yeah. So one of them was really bad.
Yeah.
One of them was full on. He's down like this, and he literally kind of like half looks up and just headbutts.
Yeah.
And he got a point taken away.
Yeah.
Then he headbutted again after that. Then I think he headbutted in a previous round that kind of went under, and that's when Vitaly went, "Hey,
yeah,
hey!"
I saw that, yeah.
That didn't get punished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then in the round after the 2 headbutts, he got -1.
Mm.
He knees him at one point, so they're grappling, and he does that, and he knees Vitaly.
Oh, so he holds his head down as well.
Well, they're like grappling like
okay.
low,
Yeah.
and he does that into the stomach.
God, what a mess.
But I don't understand. I'm a boxing noob. I'll happily admit it. So I don't understand how scores work. How was it a draw? Because there's 4 rounds, okay?
Yeah.
Say me and you fighting.
Yeah.
You win 2 rounds, I win 2 rounds. That's a draw.
Yeah.
You get a -1 point. How can there be a draw unless we've drawn a round? But I just don't think they would.
No, I don't know. To answer your question, I'm a boxing noob as well. But it makes no sense because like it wasn't like Kristen was clearly winning enough to get 2 points taken off and then draw, right?
That's what I mean. Well,
Yeah.
there is that math doesn't make sense.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Because he only got -1.
Oh, I didn't get -2 then.
I don't think he got a second.
I mean, it's weird because like
If he got 2 taken off, then it would make sense.
surely he should have got disqualified as well, right? Because like I know Ryan Taylor didn't disguise the headbutt at all. He literally went bang.
Yeah.
But Christian still headbutt the man. Like surely
Yeah,
the
but
implication of headbutting is the same result either way. Like if I headbutt you now,
Yeah.
clean on, and then we're grappling and headbutt you, surely you're gonna
But
hurt yourself
I
in the same
think
way.
the way his headbutt was way more like
Wasn't sportsmanship.
he can pretend that he was just lifting his head.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
He wasn't, and
Yeah.
it's clear. But
He can say like,
he
I
can
didn't mean
say
to.
my head was down. I
Mm,
went like this, and his head was there.
Okay.
Whereas Ryan Taylor has held his arms to headbutt.
He said, "Look, everyone, look what I'm gonna do." Bang.
He touched my dick. Bang.
yeah.
But yeah, that fight being a draw, kind of. I'm gonna be honest, it ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Like it was quite funny to watch and quite good to watch. And
I fight draws in boxing should be abolished. They should like go to
Sudden death.
Yeah.
just go 1 round, go.
Just boring, innit? No one wants to see no one wants to see 2 men fighting or 2 women fighting, whatever, and then it just be a draw.
Yeah.
It's like in football, fair enough. But like, no,
Yeah.
no. Who won this scrap, man?
Well, it's because like, what's JJ's record right now?
Joe wasn't pro, right? Do we
No.
count that? So 1-1.
But that makes it sound like 1 win, 1 loss.
Oh yeah, 1-1's it.
Exactly, and that's too many letters. That's too many
1-0-1,
numbers.
yeah. 1-0-1.
That's too many numbers. Then you start getting confused because you're like, okay, 1-0-1. Does that not mean he's 1-1, drawn none, lost 1? Gets confusing,
Yeah.
So
However, then he then beat Logan in their officially sanctioned match, and so also has a professional.
oh yeah, the
boxing
first
record
one
of
was actually not professional
Right,
with
it wasn't.
Logan.
It wasn't, was it?
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? When you get a draw, you don't want to put that on the record.
It's weird how they've only fought, it's weird how JJ only fought once professionally and also 3 times
Yeah.
total. Because it seems like boxing's been going on and on. Obviously, he's desperate to fight, and you can tell.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. Everyone last night as well. Every fight, I just want to get in there.
But though, I don't think last night was a very good advert for YouTube boxing.
It wasn't.
I think in the future it has to be hybrid
of boxers and
yeah.
No, because the actual boxers was the worst fight of the night.
The spar, but I think that was because it wasn't planned, was it? But if you had someone properly planned in there, I think
a couple like lower like belt fights.
Yeah, lower belt fights. Then you've got say Gib fighting, JJ fighting, people who actually have proven themselves to be decent and not just a joke. It's clear that Christian Hanby is just there to try and get some publicity, which is fair enough. Why not take that opportunity? Halal Ham's there for but it felt like this was a massive. Well, I was going to say it felt like it was a step back for YouTube boxing, but it was more like a rollback. It was a leap back. It was honestly, the event was a joke. And I'm actually ashamed because we'll now start talking about Kenny and Temperrr and then Deji against Alex Wassabi. And both those fights and all those fighters involved actually were great.
Yeah.
They put on a good show. And I feel bad that their names are associated with this shit event. Don't you? I feel sorry because that's what I was thinking the whole time. I was not thinking like, the security is annoying. I'm not care about how it's affected me. When I'm with you lot, I always get into security guard mode, don't I? I'm like, it's not fair, man. It's not fair that like Harry's just sat there and it's just someone stood there.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? It's not fair, man. And like, anyway.
You should try sitting next to JJ.
Yeah, I'd
because every single person. So you have fans constantly coming up to him. Obviously, Steve is like, no, like, leave him alone, kind of thing. But then you have people from around the ring who are like, well, no, I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
Who will just stand in front of anyone around JJ. So, like for me, I've got 5 people stood in front of me that are basically just waiting to talk to JJ.
Yeah.
There's 5 people stood in front of Yinka.
Yeah.
Bruh.
That's when you get pissed, isn't it? You get pissed more like that.
Yeah. When I see people standing in front of Yinka, who's obviously not going to stand up and be like, all of you move right now.
Well, yeah, you Harry, you're used to the fans being annoying. You're used to fans being like there and trying, whatever. But like Yinka's not.
No,
she's there to see her son fight. Like,
she's got enough to worry. Like, she's got so much to worry about tonight that, like, you have to just. I don't know. It annoys me so much just because someone wants to say to JJ like, "Oh, I've got an NFT opportunity." Yeah, shut up. Yeah, no one cares.
I don't want to say certain things happen. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like people, like what was it? It's like I think we were waiting for the area where we were waiting to get into the event. People were like shouting, "Oh man, yo, like Cal, man, oh I can't believe what you did to Cal in that 20 versus 1 video, man." I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, and there's more examples, like Chris MD, like, "Oh man, bro, I love your videos, man. Oh, you got to post a little bit more though." I'm like, "Bro, what is going on right now?" Like, and it does worse ones than that. I don't want to repeat them, but it's like, what are you talking about? Like, say like, "Oh hi man, how you doing? How you doing tonight? Having a good time."
Yeah.
It's weird,
yeah, it was very weird.
I loved your vlog 562, man. That's my. Oh.
Well, then we had Kenny v Temperrr.
Yeah. And this is where the event really started to step up now, And what I was saying before, I just feel sorry that their names are like being dragged down a little bit because of the shitty event. But yeah, this is where it started to get. It felt like a proper YouTube event now.
So, the thing I love about these events though is the fact that I get to see people that I don't see normally.
Yeah.
So I got to see Tico, K, Adapt,
yeah.
Like I got to see all of them. Like I love those guys. I love Temperrr. Obviously, I didn't really get to speak to Temperrr. But yeah, this fight, like, obviously Beta Squad. Yeah. Completely understand. They were like after the fight. Yeah. They were standing in front of us. Yeah. Like genuinely just directly in front of us. But there were so many people there as well that had kind of just gone there to be part of that.
But not in Beta Squad, not friends.
Or not, like George, the editor.
Yes, yeah.
And cameraman, sorry.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He should be there.
Of
he is such good friends with them. He's not Beta Squad, but
he pretty much is.
He is part of Beta Squad, but he's not like one of the 5.
Yeah, I'd say he's like Con, but an even closer version of Con 2.
Yeah, like he lives with them, and
I don't think
like,
Nico wouldn't be where he's at without George.
Yeah, it's but like someone like that who when I'm saying like Beta Squad, I mean, and people around Harry Panero, for example.
Yeah.
Philly.
Yeah.
All of them were there. Fair enough. Like I want them to have their moment and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So they're there. there was so many other people around us that were just kind of crowding them, standing in front of all of us, standing in front of Talia, standing in front of JJ.
I saw a kid vlogging in the ring.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's so, like, I don't understand how you're not enough of a decent human being to not
impede on their moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
impede
that is
on
their
Kenny's
moment.
Then impede on the Beta Squad's moment and all their friends. Because, like, your boys just won a fight. Like, you're not, remember how we felt when we were watching JJ? Like, you know, he just won.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So you want to celebrate. And then just this little random kid, like.
But taking it away from
man?
other people as well. Because, like,
Yeah.
I know some people, you know, it wasn't, but say Sharky trying to get in, say, was like, congrats to Kenny.
And they throw out.
And he's further back because there's 10 people in front of him.
Yeah, that's what Dark is trying to get in, man. He couldn't get in.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean. Like, he should be in there.
Yeah.
If they're getting in there, he should be in there.
That's what I think. It's, you know, you lot who film to try and like make sick vlogs and videos and stuff. Like, really understand that like there's more to life than just filming. Like, I know it's very rich coming from us who do film, but like enjoy the moment, you know. Like, and also understand when other people need to enjoy their moment. Like, respect them. Someone come up to me after the Deji fight, which we'll get onto. And obviously, like Deji's just like it's before the results got called up. So obviously no one's feeling too great because you know don't think he's gonna win the fight. And this guy's like got his GoPro like right here in my face, like, oh bro, who do you think won the fight, man? You reckon Deji win it? And I'm like, I don't think so. I didn't say this to him. I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm trying to watch the fight, trying to see the result. So I don't say anything. I'm just like, oh, don't know, man. The camera's in my face. And he goes, oh, sorry for putting the camera in your face, bro.
Just carries on filming.
So I was like, well, why are you doing it then? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you brush past someone, you say, oh, sorry for that.
Yeah.
You can't take back time. You can't stop. But I'm like, you can remove your camera. Like,
Yeah.
don't say sorry for something that you're doing. Imagine like stabbing someone, like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. What? But I'm sorry for that kid. But yeah, just don't do like it's the wrong timing. But anyway, yeah.
By the way, when we are like complaining about these things, I know like
it sounds like we're divas.
Sidecast does a lot of complaining.
I
about
know,
this, and I hate it. But we're giving you our honest experience of this event, and I think the majority of people that were there will tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah.
Kenny,
We sound after the fact. You sound so salty. Like I'm not trying to be salty for myself. It's more for like the people around me. Like say Harry getting bombarded. I'm like I hate it. I hate it, man.
So yeah, Kenny and Temperrr, they had their fight, and I went and spoke to the FaZe guys before.
Yeah.
And they were all like, yeah, Kenny's Temperrr's won this. They were like, he's gonna win. Like you guys haven't really seen what he can do.
Well, he was also trolling, wasn't he, in the build up?
Yeah. And then everyone else I spoke to obviously said Kenny's going to win.
Yeah.
And I've always been very on the fence of who I want to win. And it's nothing against either of them. It's just I like them both so much.
Yeah.
Because I've stayed with Temperrr in LA. I know him really well. Like I get on really well with him. I like Kenny. I filmed with him. I like him. I get on well with him.
From the UK, but you know.
Yeah, from the UK.
Yeah.
And I like both. I didn't want to see anyone get embarrassed, firstly.
Yeah.
But then I feel bad saying, oh, you know, I want Temperrr to win or I want Kenny to win because I like both. And I don't want it to be, you know, like if you were fighting JJ.
Yeah.
I'm sat thinking, if I say one of you, I want to win.
It wasn't like it was Team 10 or Logan or Jake at the time when we had, well, even now we don't have much affiliation with them at all.
Logan, who I was still thinking, like Deji, Alex Wasabi.
Yeah.
I like Alex Wasabi. But Deji is clear of how much I like him compared to Alex.
Whereas FaZe are like pioneers of like gaming on YouTube, aren't they? They're huge, influential people in the space of what we do right now.
And I mean, Simon FaZe is so close.
FaZe,
like we get on really well with them.
And obviously, so is Simon Beta Squad. You know, a lot of connections in there as well.
Yeah,
but it's
100%.
Yeah, I think I'm more on the. I don't have much connection with FaZe. I think I was more on. I want Kenny to win, but again, I have nothing against FaZe. I like FaZe as well. Sick guys. FaZe up. How'd you do it? FaZe up.
Put your index finger out.
Yeah.
Put your middle finger down, like further down if you can, and then put your thumb across.
FaZe up. Oh, a little F. Oh.
Like I just realised it was a little F.
Oh, no, it's a capital F, but you know, yeah. Cool. Anyway, no, yeah. So, but I will say that fight leveled up the quality we saw.
100%.
Both fighters were really, really good. Kenny looked really good. Temperrr looked really good. Like even they looked like they were prepared to fight, which is what a lot of other people didn't. I mean, I heard like Kristen was like drinking pints the day before or something. Like, which is fair enough. Do what you want, but like train, you know.
Yeah. So this fight, I mean, so Kenny won.
Yeah.
The scorecard was one for Kenny, one for one for I keep wanting to say Apex, one for Temperrr, one for Kenny, and then the final one for Kenny.
Yeah.
So obviously, very split.
I think it was close anyway, wasn't it? It was a very close fight.
I couldn't figure out who won.
I know a lot of people online have been saying, "Oh, Temperrr clearly won," but I'm like, it was very close still. There was one point in one round, which I think which is what won Kenny the fight, was when Temperrr landed a few good shots, and you were like, "Wow, he looks really good there." And then out of nowhere, Kenny came back, didn't he? Came back with a flurry of a few connections, and I think that's what won him that round. And I think without that, he would have lost the fight for sure. But I think that moment is what won Kenny the fight. Whether it was enough to win everything else, but...
FaZe Temperrr loses entire fight purse after being beaten by rival King Kenny. Hey, what? He agreed to take a winner-takes-all stipulation for their YouTube boxing debuts.
Mad.
See, the issue now is the entirety of the internet basically thinks that Temperrr won. So
if you lose your money from it,
if you make that bet and then you get destroyed,
then fair enough.
I don't know enough about boxing to say who I think won.
Yeah,
I was sat at the end talking to JJ and I was saying it could be 3-2 Kenny, could be 3-2 Temperrr. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I have seen a lot of the internet obviously say that. I wonder whether if Temperrr had won, would there still be the response the other way around, and would everyone say that Kenny got robbed? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there would have been some validity. I can't do it.
Validity.
Yeah, to it. But for me, it's just I don't know enough about boxing, but it was so close. Like I could have seen it go either way and not been pissed off either way. I'm like, right, fair enough, you know. So it just depends on the night to the judges. That's why there are 3 judges. And that's why it was a split decision, you know, because they saw it differently. But yeah, I don't know whether it was a disgrace. Maybe it was. Again, we saw it at Ringside. It's different.
Yeah.
You don't hear the commentary. You don't hear, you know, Joe Weller and Vidal, who's a pro boxer, put their take on it. Usually when I'm watching big fights, you know, Anthony Joshua, I'm listening to the commentary and I'm looking at people around me. Oh, good shot, man. Nah, he's definitely up. Yeah. But in this moment, Ringside, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I will say they both fought really, really well. It's a really good fight to watch. I have to watch it again. Maybe they're right. Maybe Temperrr should have won.
Yeah, I don't know. Who would you prefer to be at this point? Would you prefer to be Kenny or Temperrr? Because Kenny's obviously won, but I feel like his win has been tarnished by the response. Temperrr has lost, but the internet backs him.
Yeah, true. I guess you're thinking about, like, you know,
because as much as you want to win,
I think I'd prefer to be Kenny because I think the win's there. You can always say I've won. That's why I think Deji, Gib got so hard done by, because, you know, he did get the win eventually, but on the night everyone remembers the draw. Like, most people will be like, "Oh yeah, you drew," because they've not read the email, they've not read the notification that said.
True.
So I think Kenny won. You still won. So I think I'd still rather be Kenny, but I do hear what you're saying. You don't want to win. Everyone say you shouldn't have deserved to win. But
that
still won, mate.
That must be heartbreaking.
It must be heartbreaking, yeah. But I thought they had a great moment together. Like, it was really nice to see, like, Chunks and Nico, everyone really like.
I felt
like a flashback for you.
It was genuinely such a big flashback of JJ versus Joe Weller when Wheels sprinted in.
Yeah,
and it was so nice to see from the other side.
Yeah.
Because obviously when we ran in, that was like one of the best moments ever.
Yeah, and
then to see, you know, how gassed they run in. Like I captured it on my phone as well. I got that video. And they were nervous.
It's really nice to see they were so nervous, because obviously when I'm watching the Kanye and Temperrr fight, I'm not nervous. I'm here for a great time. But they were sat on the row behind us, and they were just, you could tell they were like, it's their big fight, innit? This is their JJ moment. And I remember how you felt when JJ fought. Oh God. You know, so yeah, I'm gassed for them. I'm gassed for Kenny. I hope I'll watch the fight again, trying to see who I think, you know, won it. But I don't know really.
That's the thing. I really don't know who won.
Yeah,
and it is. I hate that.
Yeah,
it's like the first JJ Logan one, where it was a draw. It was a draw.
Yeah, but even that one, if you do actually be unbiased and look at both sides, Logan could have said, "Well, maybe I should have won." JJ should have said, "Maybe I should have won."
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But that's what I hate it, because it's so. There is no answer. There's no right answer.
Yeah.
Because you can say, ultimately, you can go, "Oh, this punch connected," and they'll go, "It barely connected. Like, it didn't affect me in any way."
That's why they should make it. They should have made it a draw if the sudden death rule is in effect. Because then you can fight out.
But you can't really make it a draw with 5 rounds.
No, and you're you're true. Wait, but they did though, didn't they?
No, the others were all 4 rounds.
Oh yeah, I see.
Oh, what JJ one?
No.
Oh.
I was the
Vitaly one.
Yeah.
That was 4 rounds.
I didn't understand that either. I never like when we used to watch the old events. Were they always 4 and 5 rounds? I thought it was like 3 and 6.
6, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I think JJ's ones was 6.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I don't know, but the quality of fighting really stepped up there. It was fair play to Kanye, fair play to Temperrr for actually, putting the work in to train. They're clearly both skilled in this. I think Kanye can fight again. I think he definitely could.
Oh, 100%.
He looked like he was the real deal.
Yeah.
And so did Temperrr, And Temperrr was really surprising because obviously if you weren't aware of... He's got background in fighting, right? If you weren't aware of that, then, you might have thought he was a bit of a joker in the press conferences and the build-up. But it's nice to see him actually, kind of... Well, he did literally put his money where his mouth is because he said, winner takes all.
That is mad.
It is
that
mad,
is really mad.
Yeah.
I feel kind of upset for him though, based on the reaction of the internet and how, like, if he actually has lost all his fight money.
Yeah.
For that.
But if you are, I know, and if it is like you say, if Kenny did wrongfully win, I'm not saying he did, but if he did wrongfully win, then now you're looking at that bet saying, what the fuck? But you have to be willing to, if you make the bet, you've made it. You don't have to do that. You could have gone 50-50 or whatever it might have been. But yeah, it's not great. But I mean, I'm sure. I don't know. He must be doing all right enough to not have to care about the winnings.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, he's like an OG of FaZe.
Yeah,
like I think he's calm.
Yeah.
And then we had Alex Wassabi and
Deji, man.
Deji.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a sad one. This is a very sad one.
Yeah. Like we would. Well, obviously, everyone's genuinely behind Deji. I predicted him to win. Did you in your prediction?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I will say, like, he did really, I'm proud of Deji because he did really well. He represented himself incredible this time. He clearly put the work in for this fight. He's clearly improved his boxing. He's clearly improved his mindset, and it's just sad to see him not win. I think he looked really good as well. He looked
really good, especially dodging and stuff like the rolling.
Yeah.
The thing is, again, wanted Deji to win. Alex Wassabi is... I met him at JJ's Logan fight. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
He's so nice. And then even things like... So there was one bit where someone ran into the ring.
Yeah.
And I swear he shouts. He shouts something. He goes, "Oh, I said I'd do this on TikTok," or something like that.
Right.
And obviously then he just gets lifted out.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, thrown down.
But I looked at Alex Wassabi at that point, and he looks straight at Deji and kind of mouths, "Are you alright? Like, are you good?"
Mad.
I thought, bro, this guy is, like, you're fighting him. You can't be nice to him now. Be nice after. Be nice whatever. But
I really thought that was unfair, like, the fact that the guy ran in. Obviously, first of all, like, you can't do that into a fight anyway, but I felt like both fighters would have negatively been affected by that.
Yeah.
Like, you're fighting and now your flow's changed, and now you got to go back and stand in a corner. You're in the fight mode in the round. You got to now just keep going, keep staying fit. It's not good, is it? Like,
no.
And then you're
a dickhead.
You got to think, like, you're fighting now. You think, is someone else going to run in again? Like, it's not what you want to see at a fight.
Because the guy came in right behind Alex Wassabi as well.
Right.
Because you see Alex Wassabi kind of flinch.
Okay, yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, it was so stupid. Like, how do you even get there?
Because we know.
Well, we know how you get there.
Yeah.
But as in, because I could have made it into the ring at any point.
Yeah.
There was the only thing between me and that was a person writing down scores who was like 70.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could have easily got into the ring. It wasn't going to make a difference.
I mean, we would have got thrown out again by Deji's security.
Oh yeah.
But you can get into
it. I shouldn't be able to get into the ring.
Yeah. I mean, you watch football games, you watch other boxing events. There are stewards, aren't there? There's stewards. There are security. I lie. I saw one security event, but it was at the area where they walk into the ring. Which, you expect security to be or someone or a ticket person, or staff somewhere to just stop these people getting in. But yeah, it's just annoying, man. But anyway, Deji, he looked really good. Like, his rolls, his dodging was incredible, actually. Like, he didn't look like he was ever going to get knocked out. He didn't look like he was ever going to get pressured much in that fight. But what it felt like, it was like, right, round one over, okay. It looks like, I think Alex won that round. But, you look like you took care of yourself. You were dodging. You were doing the right things. Second round was the same again. In every round, it was like,
when are you gonna do something?
yeah, you got to go now. And there's one glimpse, I think, in the fourth round where Deji was actually landing a little bit and looked like he could have gone on and done something. But again, it kind of like faded out.
Yeah.
So,
Well, he kept doing these like really sick dodges.
yeah.
And then would kind of just either push Alex away
Yeah.
or step away.
Mm.
And it was one of those things where it's like, okay, you've done the dodge.
Now counter.
Now just throw a punch.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if it doesn't land, just throw it
yeah.
and then step back.
Yeah.
You know, if he had done that,
Yeah.
he,
It was definitely the best performance he's ever done in boxing.
Oh, by a
he was
mile.
in shape. Everything was right, but he just didn't perform.
yeah.
He didn't do the right things. So I think he was capable of doing the right things, just didn't do them. And if you think about the future, like, can he fight? I think now, like, it's really annoying because like he's lost 3 times. So it's not in a great spot to go and fight again. But I think he can fight again now.
Yeah. Now that
he's
he's showed that he can actually be serious.
Yeah, he can beat someone. I mean, Alex was much taller, wasn't he? Much bigger. It was the same sort of thing that JJ had with Logan, where you have to get in the inside. You have to pester them. Like, Logan can keep you out with his jab, but you got to get in there and just be a nuisance.
Well, that's what I found weird was I felt like Alex was the one that wanted to be up close.
Yeah.
Like it felt like Alex was the one that was almost like trying to grapple and then was like wriggling out of it, trying to.
Yeah, I think that Deji needed to be smart. He needed to be a smarter boxer, didn't he? You know, when you are clinching, try and land a few then, or try and make yourself a nuisance.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, you know, right, I've dodged you. Let's get back into it now.
Yeah.
But you got to react, right?
He went for like the technical side of boxing.
Yeah.
Trying to like look good, but not doing enough to win.
I was thinking if you'd be interested to see Deji in this form fight Jake in that first fight, because Deji did all right in that first fight, didn't he? In terms of
again, he has to throw.
He has to throw. Yeah,
That's the issue.
And
Alex was a lot better than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah,
well.
fair play. Yeah, shout out to Alex, man. He did well.
Like I thought, he looks like he'll just be quite slim and like a stick kind of thing. And he turned up. He was a lot bigger than I thought as well.
Yeah,
he looked good. He looked like I don't know. That fight it's painful because I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh no, Deji won that, because he didn't.
No.
Yeah, I think Deji will try and fight again, but I felt like the last time he fought, and obviously we all said the same thing to him, like, bro, you have to come back and you have to be fit, because that's the issue. Is I think Deji always focuses on one thing.
Yeah.
And like the last fight, everyone said, oh yeah, like, you're powerful. That is what you are. You're a power puncher and you've got a fast punch.
Yeah.
So he trained just to punch. Didn't work in the first 30 seconds. He's tired.
And
this
now he's
one,
gone for
everyone went
fitness.
stamina.
Yeah.
He learned stamina. He learned how to not get hit. That was it.
Yeah, but he could have gone for many more rounds. How could you ever say that? You could never say that about Deji before.
No.
Before, you'd look at it and be like, right, Deji, you've disappointed yourself here because you've not put the work in to win that fight. This one, it's like you did put the work in. You know, it looks like you prepared for this fight. You're fit now. You know, you can dodge now, but this wasn't enough. It's really sad, man.
It is really sad. But I think the same way last time we all said, you know, if you want to fight, you got to come back and you got to be fit. I think this one, if he wants to fight again, I think you've got to accept the L and fight
undercard,
low undercard.
Yeah,
like,
no.
If you say JJ fights someone, for example, say he fights Jake, and there is a chance to fight on the undercard, you got to take it and accept you're going to be low and not get paid much.
Yeah, and I want to see someone like more on his kind of like
size.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps fighting people that are taller than him.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I don't know who he could fight though. Like him versus. I wonder whether Weller would take the fight.
I wonder,
because looking at Deji and looking at his record, you're thinking, Deji should be an easy fight. I'd take that.
Yeah. No, two big names as well. Really would still a fight, wouldn't it? They should fight, man. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
And I think yesterday was really annoying. Really sad because like you said before, when Deji lost before, you think that you'd be like, right, you've lost, but you could have done more.
Yeah.
Today you're like, last night you lost. Yes, you could have done more, but more so
it looks like you really tried.
Yeah, you put your heart into it. You put you've trained for it. It's just sad, man. I wish you won. That's why I was more annoyed. Like a lot of the fans after that was like, oh, Like, who do you think is gonna win, man? I'm like, it's not the time, is it? Like,
Yeah.
just seeing your mate probably lose, and you're like, I don't want to talk to you.
That's the thing. We get asked for interviews from every like boxing thing, which obviously all the fans hate seeing us on anyway because we know nothing about boxing.
Yeah.
But they all came and asked, "Oh, how like can we get your thoughts on the fight?" Thinking, bro, like I'm not in the mood to do a talk.
Like if he won, yeah, man. Oh,
yeah, if he did it,
not now. I'm sad. I don't
want to sit there and say to you, "Oh, he did well." Just you have to be professional. I was talking to Charlie about this. How if you put a camera on me, like you're holding a camera, and you go like, say Kenny. You're talking about the Kenny fight. Yeah. You're like, oh, how did Kenny do? I'd be like, bro, he smashed it. Like, look at him. Like, he's come out here. He's trained. Blah blah blah. He's sick. Yeah. And then you put a boxing YouTube channel. Oh, how do you think Kenny did? Yeah, he did really well. You have to answer it like that. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know why you turn into this media mode.
Well, I think it's like football, isn't it? You talk about the sport, don't you? The game, rather than like if you don't interview a fan after the game to be like, it turns into more of like the Arsenal fan TV emotional side of it. Whereas when you want someone to speak about the sport, you want the professional aspect of it. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's yeah, and then also you don't want like Deji's just lost a fight. You don't want to then be like you filming a video for someone like talking. No, I'm not here for myself. I'm here for Deji. Yeah. Deji's just lost. I don't want to talk. I don't want to get a photo with some. I mean, we'll take a photo because it's nice to take a photo. But like you're sad right now. Deji's just lost.
Yeah,
it's not. I don't feel right, does it? So it's like not the time and place, really. But I don't know. It's so sad, man.
Yeah, it is. What is this? Oh, this is JJ going into the ring. Yeah, JJ was straight into the ring after that.
Yeah.
It was. That's the thing. It's just so annoying to see how, like, okay Deji is. You know what I mean? Like he's.
Oh, as in, you don't mean like happy? You mean as in like not battered?
No, as in like it just looks like he put in the work. Yeah. Now it looks like he could do more. Yeah. Like when his last fight, you're thinking, bro.
He couldn't stand up, could he? No. Yeah. He went down on a knee at mid-fight, but this time he could go on for 2, 3, 4, 5 more rounds, and that's what you were waiting for. You were like, first round, cool. Next round, you're gonna do a bit better. I didn't get. It was like, when was it gonna happen? When was he gonna start? Like, throwing really. It's a shame, but again, there's potential now, though. That's what it's. But then I think the audience, the fans, are going to see. You've had your chance. You've had your chance now. But I think what you're right in saying, maybe go lower now. Then take the.
Well, it depends what he's doing it for. Yeah. If he really is now, just wanting to get, like, he wants to just prove himself in the boxing world. He's not going. I'm an entertainer. I'm doing this for, like, a bit of fun, whatever. If he's doing it for, I just firstly want to win, secondly want I want to prove myself as a boxer. Yeah. Take a fight that like the clout, the exposure isn't there, the money's not there. Take it for yourself. Yeah. Because it might also help. Because apparently, I think he's a lot better in sparring than he was in the fight. Mm. So if he's lower in an undercard, it's not this huge event that he's got to live up to.
Not make or break, you're just fighting.
Yeah. He's on the undercard. It's kind of like, cool. So a lot of people won't even be there in time for it. Yeah. Just fight. Get your win. Everyone will go, oh, shit, Deji won. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, now he's fighting again. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's got a win now.
The first fight and the second fight definitely felt like it was right, Deji's a big name. Let's get a big name involved in the fight. Deji's thinking, I'm a big name. Let me get involved in the fight. Make some entertainment, blah, blah, blah. This fight was like, I'm here to fight now. Yeah. The focus was on him fighting, and I think he can do it again in the future. And also, like as you say, like say Joe Weller and Deji, like that's an event that could sell itself on its own. Could be a main event. But how sick would it be to see that on like an undercard? Like how great would it be? I know most fights, the undercards are say people trying to get their record higher, people trying to just journeyman type things, blah blah blah. We're all there to see Anthony Joshua. We're going to see the rest of the fights as well. I think these fights though, the YouTube fights, are better to cram the event with big fights because it's entertainment. We're all happy to see those. So imagine going to a fight and see him. Jake Paul versus KSI. I don't know. Gibb versus Kenny. Yeah. Right? But then also seeing Deji versus Joella. Vidal fighting a pro fighter.
Do you think that ego comes into play? And that's why people won't do it, though?
Yes.
Because people don't want to be on an undercard or something.
For sure. I do think that, yeah.
Because, like,
But your ego has to get checked a certain amount of time, right? Like, you know, if I'm fighting next fight against, I don't know, Halal Ham, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be, in case I was fighting. Surely like,
Yeah, but there's also this thing of like, okay, say for example, I fought. Give me someone.
Temperrr.
Okay, I fought Temperrr.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, I'm not as big as KSI Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I know I'm not.
Yeah.
But would it do way more for me and
True.
for my money and clout if I fought Temperrr in a separate event and I'm the headline?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It would.
You know you can't. Yeah, you know you could do it. Say.
Yeah, because realistically, unless I can knock out Temperrr in a ridiculous way or I get knocked out, I'm not making any headline over Jake Paul versus KSI.
Maybe they've got to change the marketing then. Maybe we've been doing it all wrong then. Maybe we've been looking at the official way that boxing's been done in the past. Main event, then the undercards. Maybe you got to switch it. Maybe you got to change the formatting of it or something. Change the marketing to give Deji and Joe more of the attention. Make it. I don't know. I feel like
you can't just give them more attention.
If you're fights on at the same time.
Yeah, if you're going to KSI versus Jake Paul, that's the fight that you are watching. You're happy about the other ones and you're gassed to see them, but that's the main one.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my advice is if Deji does want to fight again, I think you've got to take a much lower fight, less clout, less money, and just do it for you.
Well, you've seen like take away the fight. So take away the loss right here. Deji's probably changed his life here now. Like we know he had bad habits. Like many of us got bad habits. But imagine if I could have got out of that by fighting. What are you gonna go back now to just not stay in shape? Nah, stay in shape, man. Like keep training, keep sparring,
100%.
and then see what happens. And maybe you don't have to fight again. Maybe you do have to fight again. But at least you're gonna change the way you live and improve yourself for the better. He looks better, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He got a trim. He looks sick. He looks really good, didn't he? I was like, wow, look at Deji, man. He's
got a trim. He's in shape.
Yeah.
Like this ain't the Deji of a year ago.
No, it's not. You've changed your life. Good. I feel like he had less yes man now.
Yeah.
He I feel like he had the better camp now. A lot of people before were just trying to get in with Deji, aren't they? Trying to think like, oh, look, let's improve our clout by getting attached to Deji. When really, no. What you needed is you need to win him the fight, like train him. You know, you're not there for you.
You need to tell him if he's doing shit. Tell him he's doing shit.
Yeah. And JJ was lucky with that regard, wasn't he? He found the right people for his camps. Many times. He didn't have yes man. He had people who told him what it was and how it is.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is sad.
Well, yeah, that was the last fight of the night. I met. I don't know how to actually say his channel name. Hodjack. I always called it Hodgack. But Hodjack,
okay, yeah,
who made a giant Prime bottle.
Oh, so
I reacted to it,
on
on stream, and he's done another video coming up with Prime, and he's the one that's getting a free lifetime supply.
Yeah,
of Prime.
I saw that. Yeah, Logan tweeted and like saying let's give him a free
yeah.
Then JJ was like, nah, lifetime.
Yeah. So I saw he came over to me and said hi, because as well.
Was he the guy wearing the chain, like a black suit and a chain?
No,
okay.
I don't think so.
I saw a few people that are filming that I recognised. I've seen them around on YouTube a bit, and I thought. Okay. But then again, there's also other people that are just like being rude and pushing in and shit. So I was like,
he came over and he started saying thanks for reacting to his video because I reacted to his video and I thought it was sick. So I said to everyone on my stream and obviously put into clips video. And I said like go subscribe, and he got to 10k subs that day.
That's sick.
And he had an old YouTube channel that got to 10k or like 9k subs.
Yeah.
And then it got shadow banned or something. Basically the channel. I think the channel became stagnant, so he kind of made a new channel.
Yeah.
And now he's already passed it.
Oh, mad.
So it's sick to see.
Big, yeah, big. It was a good video. That was the one where he was he was creating the big bottle.
Yeah.
And he was going to like the shops to try and buy I think.
So the weird thing was, so he did that, and I reacted to it. Then when Jada did his show, I saw Matthew Beam. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, I do now.
So I react to him on stream a bit.
Yeah.
He was at the show.
Yeah.
And he brought the big Prime bottles. Mm-hmm. So I saw the big Prime bottle and thought like, oh, that's the one I reacted to. And it turns out it wasn't. It was Matthew Beam did it.
Yeah, so I saw the big Primes backstage. I thought they were part of the props. I thought it was made by the show for the show. And then I hear JJ and his manager, his manager saying that, this guy brought it on a plane, man. They brought it, and like, if you watch the video now, they bought it on a commercial flight. It wasn't like a courier; it was a regular flight, and you just checked them in as luggage. It's crazy. So I heard about this, and then next minute he's in filming JJ. So I'm in the dressing room, and he's filming JJ's reaction to the big bottles. But I didn't know that was Matthew Bean until I watched the video, and I was like, oh, this guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, fair enough. Smashed it. Look. Yeah, look, they're checking him in as normal luggage.
I'm gonna be honest. They look way better than Hodjacks.
Yeah, they do. But Matthew Beam is like, that's what they do. He created the doll for Mr. Beast's.
Hodjack made his in his garage on his own.
Yeah, probably for like 50 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, you know.
I
was disappointed though. I was really disappointed. I looked on the back of the bottle.
They spelled ingredients right.
They spelled ingredients correctly.
Yeah. And
I was thinking.
Some of the bottles do say it correctly.
Now they do, yeah.
No, but some of them always did.
Okay.
There's like one or two flavors said it right.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good to put the correct word there, but I was hoping it would be like an inside joke, like ingredients. But they said I could take one, you know.
Really?
I just didn't know how to get it back.
I was gonna say I don't know what you'd do with it.
Yeah, sit on the tube with that or in a
You're
cab.
also not an owner of Prime, so I don't know why you'd have one.
Well, it's just cool, isn't it? But
It is very cool.
If it's one of the things where you get home and you're like, why did I get this?
Yeah, put it in the background of one video and then you're upset.
You move house and you're like, oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna move Prime now. Yeah, this guy's really good. Oh, yeah, I saw him last night. Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah,
I don't know who the guy was that I was thinking of then. I don't know, but yeah, I think every little small YouTuber hates me now. I was being so aggressive. Not aggressive, but I was like.
I also got a. Could you type in the life of TY on YouTube? So this guy. Okay, no, not that. There's another channel.
Scroll down a bit, maybe. Life of Tyler, maybe.
Oh, maybe that's
that one.
Wait, is that one? No, maybe it's a TikTok. Maybe that was his TikTok.
I don't know. That's the Ed Sheeran look-alike. Who went to the JJ fight?
Well, it is. Well, okay, maybe I must have got it wrong. I'm just trying to remember it. He came up to me and was like, "Oh, I drew you. It took me 5 hours." And handed me a drawing, and it's
I saw the drawing.
It's terrible. It was funny.
Yeah,
but it was terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a nose.
No.
So,
well,
it was good. Yeah, it was good to see like a load of people. Obviously, as I said, I love seeing people that I don't see all the time.
Yeah.
So that is the first time I've seen Darkest Man since I filmed a one-word interview with Beta Squad.
Oh, mad.
Which was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, with COVID, you forget you haven't seen people in a long time.
Yeah. But I love Darkest Man. Like, me and him saw each other. We were straight away just like, oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I love him. But
I saw Papa Benz, who's Vidal's friend, and I hadn't seen him for years. So when I spoke to him yesterday at the fight, I was like, bro, it's been a while, man, been a while. But then I realised I saw him last week at JJ's fight. Oh. But both instances, I have not seen him in a while.
Oh, okay.
But he must have thought, well, I saw you last week, mate. But in general, I hadn't seen him in a while, you know. It's nice. It felt good, didn't it? 'Cause we've not been to an event like that in a while.
Yeah.
I do feel like it wasn't organised properly, and I feel kind of bad for Deji that, you know, and all the other fighters that was happening, because in the sense of like the fight almost didn't happen. They almost called the fight off there and then in the ring because people weren't sat in their seats, and that's not their fault. You know, you've not trained for months, years to get your fight called off because some dickheads can't sit in their seat.
Well, that's the other thing. They said like obviously everyone sit down, and a bunch of people did, but there was such big groups still that just stood there.
Yeah, or crouched. So they say sit down, so they don't go and sit in their seats. They just crouch on the floor. Fight starts, stand up.
Yeah, but I think how arrogant do you have to be for someone to say, someone like in charge of this thing, saying everyone has to go sit in their seat, and you just stand there.
Yeah, I know.
You're not even pretending to go towards your seat
because you know that this person's not going to go. So why would you go? So
yeah,
you know.
I think that is such a an arrogant complex to have.
Yeah.
Where you're, I don't know.
Especially if the outcome is the fight's not happening.
Yeah.
Like that's the consequence, and luckily.
No, they're not going to cancel it because I'm standing here.
But then they do. Then what do you do? You know. And then people were throwing shit in the ring, weren't they?
Yeah, someone threw something just after the Deji one got
happened
announced.
A few times, but sometimes it was just smaller. Someone threw like a bottle lid. Even that, like I'm sure most events, you know, you can't take bottled drinks into it. But I just it should have been better handled. And
I know it's very minor, but really nice guy called Josh came over who was taking orders. He was like, "Oh yeah, what do you guys want?" We ordered our drinks.
Yeah.
And that was the third fight. So the first fight we saw.
Yeah.
Never got the drinks because the crowd were too
Mad, yeah.
like he literally said we can't serve anyone because the crowd is too ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
I don't really care about the drink. It was more just like how bad must that crowd have been?
Yeah, yeah.
That they can't sell drinks.
Yeah, that's crazy actually because they're there to make money as well.
Yeah.
The venue. But yeah, I got my drink. Luckily, Chip. We ordered some drinks. I ordered a whiskey with ice. You know. I wouldn't usually have the ice, but I thought at the fight I need to get it down.
Treat yourself.
Well, I need to have some alcohol in my system because I can't. The anxiety I'm getting right now is too much.
Fair enough.
And then Harry didn't drink. I thought if there's one man who needs to drink right now, it's probably Harry, but he stayed not drinking. What is it? Chip ordered vodka orange, I think.
They didn't have orange juice.
I know. So instead of just bringing like Chip something else or coming back and saying what you want, you just didn't get a drink. they were like, yeah, we didn't have orange. So he asked her again, can I get, and then she never came back. He kept saying to me all night, any drinks, is the staff around? I said, nah mate, I don't think they're coming back
stopped.
now. They're gone now. Yeah.
Damn.
Have you spoke about Harry and JJ on the sidecast and the little challenge they've got going on?
No, but we can talk about that.
Can we? Or
yeah, I don't know, they might have spoken about it.
By the time when do we I don't want to
we me and Randolph soon are going to Vegas. Just us two. We're getting married.
That would be good, actually. Wait. I started saying what I was going to say before you said get married. It would be fun. It would be fun if we went. You know, a bit of bowling, bit of food.
We should go bowling.
We should.
Basically, we're going on like a troops trip.
Yeah.
Calix's 45th birthday.
You can't say that when you are going to have the same birthday as Calix.
He's a school year above me.
Yes, but we're going to Vegas for Calix's 30th, right? And guess who else is 30 this year?
Josh.
And guess who else is 30 this year?
Probably quite a lot of people.
Yeah, you and Josh. So I think
there's probably quite a lot of people.
I think we go to Vegas.
Calix is 45 this year. And we're all going to Vegas. And we will have a podcast while we're away.
Yeah.
We're getting ahead.
Yeah.
But Harry and JJ, as I said, we have very competitive friends who I would say I am very competitive. I'm not denying that. But I would say JJ, Harry, and Ethan.
Well, you're competitive, but you don't let yourself get into competitive situations, if that makes sense.
But they'll create competitive situations over nothing.
And you won't do that.
No.
So if you're
we're playing like a game, I will get competitive.
If you're in competition, yeah. But if you won't do like a who can lose the most weight or something because you're like, I don't want to.
I'm just like, I don't care enough to throw away a lot of stuff.
But you would care if you were in it. You'd care too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as much as them kind of thing.
Yeah.
But those three, I don't know. I see those three a lot making these bets of like you know JJ doing the running thing with Calix.
Yeah.
He was literally just like, "There's no way you can run this time.
Yeah,
I'll give you this much money."
But I think in a way it helps them motivate each other, right? Because then they can do what they want to do. With
but I feel like JJ always goes down the monetary route.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone else always does like a forfeit.
Yeah, well, I think the money one motivates him. Well, he offered me, didn't he, 10 grand if he could not drink. Well, why?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
But it might have helped him motivate himself, you know.
No, but his bet didn't make any sense.
No, he didn't.
It should have been, I'd give you 10 grand if I do drink.
Yeah.
But him and Harry, JJ and Harry, have a bet on who will weigh less on the first night of Vegas.
Yeah. The forfeit is
the first meal.
Yeah.
The first dinner. And they're paying for everyone.
And can I just say, like, thanks, guys.
I appreciate it a lot.
Because
I'm just saying, I'm not going to go lightly on the food.
No.
I will order some drinks.
Well, I feel bad because whenever we go out for food, you know, you lot always pay. And I'm always there like, I'll happily.
But that's sidemen.
I know, but like.
But that's split by 7 people.
Yes, but it's like, it's all right. We go for a meal with the troops, say, right? I think
that's 7 of the 10 paying, though.
Yeah, but last meal, I'll say the price. It was £2,900. Right? Nick, do that divided by 10 people.
Not worth it. It's £290 each.
Did I just ask him to divide by 10?
Yeah.
£290 each, which again is a lot of money, but if you went to like a nice place and celebrate with your friends, you know, that's not.
And we do all overindulge.
Yeah. I mean, Calix bought this like really, really expensive rare bottle of wine that I also drank, so I'm not blaming it on him. But what I'm saying is, 3 of us have not paid a single pound there. Me, Calix, and Calfree's got away with that.
Yeah, but it will eventually be like, we'll go for one every month, and then 1 month you're just like, you, Lux or Freezy might just go, I'll get this one.
Yeah, well, I offered to pay for the £2,900 one actually.
But that's what I mean. Then
I
you'll have paid. That'll be say 10, 15 meals, and then you pay for one.
I know, yeah.
And you've paid for all of them.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know. But we should make a troops card.
Everyone's
everyone's just put money into the bank.
But also, 7 out of the 10 sidemen pay.
I know.
7 out of 10 troops.
Thanks though. But on this occasion, thank you to Harry or JJ.
Yeah, well,
kind of
from what I've heard, JJ is almost guaranteed to win.
Right. Harry's been trying really hard,
I know, but JJ is
I know.
very clear.
I saw Harry the other night. Instead of having a cocktail or a beer, he had Diet Coke and 2 shots.
That's what?
He got the lowest amount of calories with the highest, alcohol count.
There's definitely less. There's way less. Vodka lime soda is the drink I get.
Well, no, because Diet Coke, no calories.
Coke zero calories.
Nah, it's 0 everything. Diet Coke is 0 calories, but with with caffeine in it. Whereas Coke Zero
is Diet Coke not just less sugar?
No, it's 0 calories.
I thought.
Please, Nick, please.
Less than 1 calorie, mad.
Yeah, and obviously it was just it's like shots. So shots are just nothing as well, right? Not nothing actually. I think they were like 50 calories.
But the thing is, I might be making shit up here, and this is completely off. I swear, when you do drink like that, it obviously you then get dehydrated. And
it's not good. It's not good.
But if you have vodka lime soda, you're staying hydrated while also drinking,
right.
And it's no calories,
right?
Or very little calories.
Well, I'm not trying to chat shit on Harry for drinking, but he has been putting in.
If the fact that you've said Harry's trying really hard, and then that is your example, whereas JJ I know is going on runs every day. He's eating very healthy.
No. So is Harry doing that stuff as well. I feel like I've done Harry a disservice here.
A vodka shot.
It wasn't a vodka. It wasn't a vodka shot.
What was it?
It was a Ray and Nephew shot.
Ray and Nephews. Oh God, this could be. WRAY. And nephew. There you go. There we go. 56. Wait.
No, that's not in a shot though. That's just in the whole bottle.
Single. 56 calories.
Less than vodka.
It's more than Prime.
It's more than. At the poker night, didn't drink though. Water.
It's because he was being too competitive and he wanted to win.
At the fight yesterday, no alcohol.
I don't think anyone drank yesterday except you.
He had I think Freezy had like a beer.
No one else got drinks.
Yeah, true. True. But no, I'm excited at this little bet thingy. But what I will say is, when I was obviously right now I'm not doing very well, but when I was dieting before, when we used to go with JJ for stuff, I used to be losing weight at home, and I was losing weight. I'd go to Vegas or LA or America, fly there, weigh myself when I get there, and I'd be so much heavier, like literally like 10 pounds heavier. Not sure if my scales are shit, could be a factor, or if when you fly, my stomach's always weird. Do you get that?
Yeah.
So I'm always like, maybe when you fly, like your body's like, I don't know, something's happening to you. If you're the air is like hitting your body more and you're getting fatter. I don't know. So I said to them, you should weigh before you go there.
No, because they're both going there.
I know. So they have to weigh themselves in the same room then.
Yeah.
Same room. Same scales.
I mean, we should all be there.
Yeah, and they're gonna be naked.
Well, because otherwise, if they're not in the same room, they have to say it. In which case, whoever says it first loses.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 97. Oh, I'm 96. I win.
Yeah. Harry knows it's an uphill battle though. 'Cause I think even when they started, JJ was already less than him.
Yeah.
So like, you're already.
But Harry really believes in his own sauce.
Yeah. But though, what I'll say, and again, it's what I meant before, is if they didn't have this bet, Harry wouldn't be drinking water, or he wouldn't be, he wouldn't be trying like this. He's trying because he knows the outcome is paying for a meal.
But once it's done, does he stop? Does he indulge? And then
yeah.
But yeah, no, Vegas is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I currently have 5 videos left to do for my second channel to make sure I'm done.
Yeah.
That'll be a video every single day.
You've always done really well at getting ahead.
It's very stressful.
I know it is. I've tried for Pokemon and struggled. But I came in here. I've got some stuff in here.
Nice.
Some facts.
Yeah.
Don't know. Sorry. There's something about Vegas, but it's gone now. Anyway, cool.
Well, as we said, the next week's podcast.
That's what I was going to say. That's what it was. I was going to say, just so you guys know, next week's podcast will come out when we're just coming back from Vegas, I think, or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So, but then the week after, then we'll talk about Vegas, So it'll be like, this podcast's going to come out today when you're watching it. Then the next one's going to be, we filmed it before we went, and then when we get back, we'll film like a review. That's why I spoke to Harry as well, and I was like, he mentioned about the podcast. He was like, yeah, I said I'd come on, and neither of you asked me yet. And I was like, well, we didn't want to force you. But then I said, yeah, we'll ask after Vegas.
Yeah.
I said to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad asking him because as much as he said, like, oh, I'm down, I feel like he almost felt bad because he'd done other podcasts.
Yeah, but then I said to him, like, he was like, no, I'm waiting for you to ask me. Like, so he's down. He's down.
Yeah. Well, we were thinking of getting him in the last couple of weeks, and then we thought, let's wait until after Vegas so it's a topic with someone.
Yeah.
Like, because we're going to want to talk about Vegas, most likely. So we thought, let's wait and get Harry on it, because we've got pretty much everyone else on there.
Yeah. And also, if you guys are like, followers of Calux on, Instagram, yes, you will be correct in saying that Calux is going to be in Vegas for about 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
And I've spoken to people before, right? I was speaking to someone who lives in LA, so like an hour flight away from Vegas. So when they go to, Vegas is like London to UK. You go to London for a weekend. In LA, you go to Vegas for a weekend or a night. So I was chatting to them. She was like, oh, how long are you going for? I was like, I think like a week or so. She's like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, keep in mind, I'm from the UK. So like, we have to fly, it's not that far. It's not that long to go when you're flying there. She was like, that's crazy. 1 to 2 days. Calux is doing about 14, 15 days there. Because we said, right?
I feel bad.
I feel bad as well, actually.
It's basically, because we're going for Calux's birthday, we also wanted to go anyway. As like a last troops trip.
We've said for ages, especially with COVID, let's go to Vegas together. And it so happened that we were thinking about a time, and then we thought, let's go for Calux's birthday, right? So that became a thing. But we said, like, no girlfriends, right? It was no extras. It was just us.
Yeah, we were like, we're going the troops.
Friend holiday,
That is it, because, like, we could start, where does the list end? Obviously, girlfriends, yes.
Yeah.
But then do we start then offering out to other people as well? And then Calix mentioned his mates from home and stuff, and we said, okay, well then now we're up to about 20.
Yeah,
and you can't get tables, you can't go to restaurants, you can't do anything with everyone.
And we were like, oh, it's just the boys, man, just the boys.
We were like, we want a troops trip because we haven't had one ever.
Yeah,
so
we haven't.
We said that, and we not just us, basically the whole group told Calix, you're not allowed to bring your mates. So he said, okay, I'm going to go out for a week beforehand with them and then stay, and then we'll be there for a week with him. So Calix is out in Vegas for 2 weeks. He might not make it home.
You know what? Now I'm thinking, now Simon can pay for Calux because he's been out there paying for himself for about a week.
He's literally like, every time I've been to Vegas, by the end of the week, you're either really refreshed because you took the last couple nights off, or you're dead.
Yeah.
And Calix is going to have that feeling, and then 9 new people are going to turn up.
Yeah.
And be like, what up, Calix? Let's go out tonight.
And he's like, and he figured it out. I don't want to speak about like flights tonight. He thought he had more time than he does between them leaving and us arriving.
He thought he had like a day.
It's like
he's got like
30
an hour.
minutes.
Yeah. No, it's minus time.
Yeah, no,
we're actually turning up while his mates are still there or something like that. Yeah.
I'm really excited. I spoke about on the podcast what I think the trip's going to be like. I thought it was going to be like, because as you mentioned as well, like I think everyone's going to be celebrating this time for something or another. We're there to, it's Calux's 30th. I'm having a baby soon. Everyone's been doing really well. You've got your 30th birthday coming up soon. But you know what I'm saying? Everyone's doing really well now.
Talking to Josh.
Yeah. And also, COVID's been a thing. So it's like, we've not been out. We've not spent much time to each other. So I thought it's going to be fucking hell. Everyone's going to be spending as much money as possible on drinks, gambling. It's just going to be hell. But I also think,
I don't think it'll be
we're getting older as well. And I think we're not actually that into it's
no
as much anymore. So I think instead, we are probably going to go a bit, we are going to be a little bit unhinged. But it's going to be more on like wine at the meal. Or, pudding. Or activities. I think we're gonna have a good time.
I would love to go do the part I'm actually not looking forward to, but the part I'm about is actually the clubs.
But like I said to you, I think we're gonna have such a indulgence at the meals that we'll drink at the meals, say, And then by the time we go to the clubs, we're gonna be like, fuck.
But like for me, I'm thinking, okay, this would be so sick if we're like, you know, oh, we're gonna go gun range.
Yeah.
And we'll all go there. It'll be jokes, and then we'll come back, or like we might get like a party bus back. Yeah. And on the way back, we might start drinking.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there to the casino, and everyone will have a bit of fun there.
Yeah.
Then we'll meet up, have dinner. That'll be fun. Then we'll go to a club. It'll be fun still.
Yeah.
But that part is
the best
kind
part.
of.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I think that what we do, we go, so I'll start at the night and I'll go backwards. So we go clubbing.
Yep.
Right. We have a great night. We wake up hungover. So what you do is you order pancakes or something on the room service. Yep. Great. Then you go out in the day for like some sun. I don't know. You go and just walk down the strip, or you go to shooting range, or you go
the pool.
The pool, something like that. Then you go gambling for a little bit, a bit of lunch gambling. Then you go to the meal, and then back repeat.
Rinse repeat, yeah.
Rinse repeat.
I'm happy you like slots.
I love slots, man.
Because every other time we go, I feel like I always end up just kind of walking around. Last time I had Talia, which was very nice.
Yeah.
We were on the slots, we kind of just sat there. You just talk in it, and you kind of just mindlessly.
Yeah.
Cool. Waste more money, and then sometimes you win.
Slots are weird because you do win sometimes big, but then the amount of chasing the next win just goes. So like you put $100 in, you could win $500, but then you're there, it goes down again.
Yeah.
But it's better than roulette, where you could easily get carried away on roulette.
Yeah, I'm not a roulette fan.
But I'm glad actually, because I since last Vegas, I've actually done well. So I've actually done well for myself. Nice. But current situation, I can't be spending money on gambling. So I'm happy, otherwise I would have.
Yeah. I'm definitely setting like a budget. I'll set a budget each day of how much I can gamble.
I'm going to be the type of guy at the table, right? We get the bill for the restaurant. Someone drops down $50 for tip. I'm definitely taking that. Wheel of Fortune later. I'm just joking, by the way.
And then you put it on red or black.
Yeah.
If you win, you say, oh, by the way, I picked this up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Was that a tip for you? I thought that was just my friend giving me 50.
Yeah, so then you give them their 50 back.
But I now give more.
No, you give them their 50 back. And they'll be like, oh my God, you could have kept this. You look amazing.
Yeah.
Secretly, I've got my own 50.
Yeah. Look at how noble I am. No.
They might give you the 50 anyway for being so noble.
Yeah.
In which case you now have 100.
Yes. Now I can play. But it should be good. I'm excited. Are you prepared, by the way? Like, not for video. Are you
no.
Have you packed and stuff?
No, God no.
No, I'm
shopping tomorrow, I think.
I ordered some clothes, and it's like arriving on Tuesday. I was like, oh, cutting it close.
Yeah, I was
also
shopping
going
tomorrow.
out. I'm going traveling on Tuesday.
That's the thing. I've got to do those 5 videos. I need to stream a bit still. I'm going out for like a meal.
Yeah.
I'm going for like, I need to go shopping. I don't know when I'm going to fit all this in.
No,
but
I've been planning all this stuff, right? And then because I've been so anxious, I've done nothing. Do you ever get that? When you're like, I've got to stream, I've got to film, I've got to do this, and you just sit there like...
Because I've been ill.
Yeah, and that's fucked you as well, yeah.
Because I would have finished my videos and I'd have very little to worry about right now.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking, okay, tonight I need to record and stream.
Yeah.
And we're doing 2 podcasts.
Well, I was thinking, we'll film again soon. I'm excited to do that.
Yeah.
Whack them out.
Well, we'll leave it there.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you have a great time. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the boxing. And let us know, was there any controversy?
Yeah.
How did it look online as well if you watched it?
Did we miss something, yeah?
Because, we obviously only saw what we saw on the night.
Yeah, we saw like through people's legs, through people's arms.
We didn't see replays. We didn't see all of that. So let us know, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.